What's up? Start the show. Coffee first. What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. Today's show is brought to you by new Black Rifle coffee, dark chocolate, and it is good. When I took a sip of that, I was like, It's very strong, and it's very chocolatey, but it's coffee. It's not hot cocoa. It's just dark chocolate. And I don't understand. The military, usually they do it's military coffee. It's a Black Rifle Coffee Company, and they support the troops, and it says, hang on, where is it? Black Rifle Coffee Company serves coffee and culture to people who love America. A portion of each Black Rifle Coffee Company purchase gets to support our war veterans and our first responder units. So that's cool. But where in the world it looks like Death is holding a Halloween. So Death is holding a Halloween coffee mug with like spyware on. I don't know. But it's cool. It's cool. And normally they put this out last Halloween. So I bought some, and it's been on my shelf because I've been buying other coffees. So I thought, so maybe this was like their Halloween edition from last year. So, and coffee doesn't go bad, so I just kept it in the shelf, and I was like, all right, I'll just give it a go tonight. So, pretty good. I'm gonna give it. Let me see. Let me rate the Black Rifle. Oh, here, I'll rate it here in a bit. As soon as I welcome everybody, but it was pretty good. It's very chocolatey, very rich, and it's strong, which I like strong coffee. So yeah. Anyway, it's been raining pretty much all day, and I would have already went live because you guys know usually I go live at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. But it was raining and lightning outside, and the power went off for 10 minutes. So I thought, well, I better wait until all the lightning's done. I better wait till all the rain and all that's done because it's drizzling outside. It finally stopped raining about, I'd say, 20 minutes ago. And I thought, well, if I do a live and then it loses power, then it'll cut off the live. So I waited just a little bit. And even though it's still drizzling out, the lightning stopped and the thunder stopped. So that's good. And I thought, all right, it should be fine now to, do a live. So anyway, let me just back this up just a smidge. There we are. So now it's okay. Anyway, work was good. Last night we had about 39,000, so that's not too bad. It's really going to get really bad, though, it always gets bad around Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Those are that's why I can never go home in Missouri around Christmas time. I wish. My mom's like, oh, John, I wish you could come for Christmas. And I'm like, I wish. So, yeah. So I've been having trouble finding a ticket very cheap. So I called my mom. I said, so I'm either going to go in August or September. I haven't decided, but I'm sure going to try to go in August. So yeah. Here comes the thunder again. I just heard the thunder. So I hope to God it doesn't, knock on wood. Hope I didn't jinx myself. So it's been raining almost all day. Not all day, but almost all day. So I just stayed in, and I worked a little bit on 2 vlogs. I worked a little bit on a Sega vlog, and then I switched and I worked on the Star Wars vlog that I got coming up. So yeah. So I did that. And then I watched Robot Joust a little bit last night. I fell asleep. I watched the rest of it today. And then right before the stream, I watched The Faculty. So we're going to be reviewing those today. There we are. All right, let me open up the chat. Let me drop the link. I'll call Lantern. I guarantee you, Lantern's either asleep or he's watching a movie. So yeah. Anyway. But I hope everybody's having a good day. I had a pretty good day. It was all right. It was not too shabby. Not too shabby. Everybody in the Discord was asking about a panel. It's either going to be sometime this week, I'm going to do a panel, or next week. I just haven't decided. So anyway, today we're going to review those 2 movies. And then I thought it would be fun to discuss my acting career whenever I've acted in plays or, you know, whatever, and throughout the years. And then we're going to finally get to those horror movie questions, because I've been putting them off. And then we're going to do a top 10. But yeah, anyway, let me just drop the link. Let me open up the chat. There we are, and I'll drop the link. And there we are. Yo! What's up? Good to see everybody. What's up, Sega? Good to see everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to drop the link. There we are. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, it's been rainy all day. It's been kind of nuts. So yeah, let me just drop the link. There we are. And I'll call Lantern. Sega, good to see you. Good to see you. And good to see everybody else. There we are. There we go. Let me just drop it, the link in. I'm going to call you in a minute, Sega. Give me 1 second. I'm going to call Lantern first. Watch it. 10 to 1. 10 to 1, Lantern sleeping. Lantern. Lantern.
I knew him for calling me.
Lantern.
I didn't feel that you was calling me. Yeah.
All right. Were you asleep?
Not really.
Come on, Lantern.
Yeah.
You promise?
Yeah.
You're laughing, Lantern.
Yeah.
Usually when you're laughing, that means something else, Lantern. What's up, twin? What's up, twin? What's up, twin?
I forgot who Nathan was.
The what?
I forgot who Nathan was.
Oh, the other Lantern? Who is it?
Mars.
Is it Mars? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot who it was.
Wait, how did you figure out it was Mars?
You tell me.
You being serious?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if I can unblock your twin then, because I don't really like Mars. I don't really like Mars whatsoever. He's caused a lot of drama, so hopefully it's not Mars. I will give him this.
Yeah.
I'll give him this, Lantern. He is a good DJ.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna unblock him if it's Mars, because that guy's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Randy's calling me.
Okay.
Randall, what's up?
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm doing a live. Do you want to come on, or do you want me to call you after the live, or what?
I don't know.
Are you all right? Wait, hang on. Let me take you off speaker. If you.
No, nothing's wrong.
Oh shit, Randall! Don't scare me like that. I was literally Randall. I was like, I'm live. I'm like, hang on. Let me take you off a loudspeaker. So I'm like, if it's serious, I'm like, then no one can hear it. So yeah.
Oh, come on. Give me about 5 minutes to get on Facebook.
All right. Well, I'll give you a call because I did it in OBS, and that's the only way I can invite guests on. So, but I'm gonna have a panel either this week or next week. I just got to figure out when all the guys can come on. You know.
Okay.
So I don't know if the panel, because Larry asked in the Discord, hey, when are you gonna do a panel? You want to do one tonight? And I was like, it's getting late. I may just do it myself tonight, but later on, either this week or next week, that's when I'm gonna do a panel. So I'll definitely give you the link.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know whenever.
Give me 5 or 6 minutes.
All right. Yeah, I'll call you in about 10, 15 minutes. All right.
All right, later, bye.
All right. Bye. Damn, Leonard. I thought Randall was like in trouble or something. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have you been up to, buddy? How you been?
Not much. Been chilling. Yeah.
You been chilling?
Yeah.
Have you been chilling like a villain?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, what did you have? What did you have for dinner?
I made some pizza for supper.
Oh, nice. What toppings did you have?
I made some pepperoni and hamburger.
Ooh, there you go.
Barbecue
Well-
or macaroni.
Well, I had some breakfast and I skipped some lunch and I haven't had dinner yet. I'll probably have dinner before I go into work tonight. So yeah. All right, Leonard. I just wanted to see if you were late. I'll see you in the chat, buddy. And I gotta catch up with everybody in the chat. So hey, Leonard. Damn.
Damn.
Pew.
Pee.
All right, buddy. I'll see you later, Shunk. Shunk. Anyway. Yo! Here, let me catch up with everybody in the chat here. J-Man says, what's up, Beers? Hope all is well. Things are getting better, J-Man. The last 2 weeks was absolutely horrible. Everyone wanted to attack me for some reason. I have no idea why. What, little old me? Always at my expense, but, there it is. But things seem to be getting better, buddy. But, yeah. Let's see. Yo, Steven, what's up? Looks like my favorite podcaster is back. I've been back for a while. That makes Halloween and Christmas every day. Almost every day. Almost every day. Can't forget that coffee. Oh, heavens no. Heavens no. Absolutely. Tina says, is thunder and lightning where we're at now? Oh, yeah. Well, Tina, I know you and Dave live down in Orlando. I live like a little further away from Orlando, but it's been raining and lightning and thundering all, like, not all day, but almost all day. So, yeah. What's up, Sega? Sega says, go in August, Fears. I'm thinking about it, Sega. I really am. If I can find a ticket. Oh, yeah. Bukag. Hey, what's up, Bukagi? Bukagi says, I watched Class of 1984, which is about a gang taking over a high school. Pretty good 80s movie. I bet you've seen it before. No, I absolutely have not seen it before. Either you or Visions or Pixel referred it to me because that's definitely on the list. That's definitely on the list. 1984. Oh wait, no, it's on this. It's on. Right here, Bukaki, 1984. I don't know if you can see the list. Hang on. 1984, right there. Got it. So it's on. It's definitely on there. Can't wait to see it. So yeah. Oh, I do, Sega. I definitely do. Oh, there's a troll. Bye, troll. There you are. I definitely want to see him. What's up, Cheetah? What's up, Visions? Good to see you. So, yeah. What's up, Lantern? He says, howdy, Lantern. Sega says, I'm just listening. Yeah, but Sega, can't I say hi real quick? I want to say hi to my buddy. Hang on, Sega. I'll make it quick. I just want to say hi. I'm gonna call you, Sega, and then I'm gonna call Randall. Come on, Sega. Yo, what's up, Sega? How you been, buddy?
Quaint.
You been what?
Quaint.
All right. Well, Sega, I didn't want to bother you. I just wanted to say hi real quick, man. That's what friends do. Sega, have you been enjoying the Sega vlogs?
They're okay.
People seem to like them, man. They're getting a lot of views.
Okay.
A lot of views. So I was working on part 3 today, and then me and Dave and Tina went to a Star Wars convention yesterday. So I'm also working on that. So
Oh, that's great. I'm already getting ready to post the next part of the Ocarina of Time process.
you doing that tonight?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay, cool. And then what? What did you say you're playing tonight?
I'm just playing an Ocarina of Time, Rando.
Now,
And in the unfortunate amount of events right now, I'm missing the light arrows. You need those out for like the end of the game, and I just don't know where they are right now.
well, I hope you don't mind that I called you, buddy, because I always like to check up on you, see how my friends are doing and all that. So, yeah, I wasn't trying to bother you. I just wanted
You're
to.
always trying to bother me. You just don't
No,
know
I'm
it.
not, Sega. No, I'm
Pierce,
not.
I'm busting your chops.
I know you're busting my chops. I'm just a good friend. I check in on my friends. You know. I know you're busting my chops, buddy. You love to bust my chops, but I like to bust your chops. People are gonna see that in the vlog, Sega. Sega, you gotta admit it. Come on now. I changed every single one of those numbers when we played miniature golf. A 5 here, a 4 here, a 3 here, and I was like, Sega, that was a 2, that was a 2, that was a 3. Every single hole, buddy. Come on, admit it. But it was funny, though.
Okay. There is one funny moment, though, where I have the camera on me. I'm like, shh, everybody. And I set a 5 at first.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
And then I changed it to a 2.
Oh, yeah. And did you see it? It's in the vlog.
Yes, I saw that moment.
And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, don't even go there, buddy. But that was funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, buddy. And I can take a joke, Sega. I don't always like jokes at my expense. Hint, 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 everyone. But I do like to joke sometimes. But that was funny, Sega. I did enjoy that one. That one gave me a little giggle.
Yes.
That one gave me a little giggle. But sometimes too many jokes, and sometimes it's just too much. It's just too much sometimes. But yeah. I'm glad that you've been liking the vlogs, man. I really am. So
Yeah.
hopefully the third one is the last one, because the third one is going to get into us going to lunch again, and then us at lunch at Disney, and then after the lunch at Disney, then us going around the park, and then after that, I think we did one more thing before I took you to the airport, right, buddy? I think that's about it.
I think so.
Oh no, we went to the other golf place. We went to the other Disney golf place, the Christmas themed one, the summer and winter one. Where you tried?
Sounds like a part 4 to me.
I hope not a part 4. Hopefully just a part 3. Hopefully I can get it all in there, buddy. I mean, we just filmed so much, and
Knock on wood, Pierce. Knock on wood.
I'm knocking, buddy. I'm knocking, because I didn't want to stretch it out too long, you know. But the fans seem to like it. And then remember, you tried the Mickey bar but you know, because we were waiting around, because we had to wait like 20 or 30 minutes until they called our name. Because there was a lot of people there that day. I mean, it wasn't like saturated with people, but we had to wait like 25, 30 minutes. Then they called our name, and I said, hey, Sega, for the vlog, you should totally try a Mickey ice cream bar. You've never tried one. So I bought you one, and then I bought myself one too, and I like them, but you were unimpressed. So I can't wait for the fans to see your face. You're like, thanks, Fears. I appreciate it. But I'd rather have a lemon ice. And I was like, all right, we can get you a lemon ice. No worries.
Yeah, I do remember getting frozen lemonade.
It was like a frozen lemon ice type of thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good too. But I was like, the Mickey ice cream bar has been there since like the 80s, or maybe even longer than that. Maybe longer than that. That's like their signature. That's like their signature ice cream bar. I mean, now they have others, but like they started with that one. Like I remember eating that ice. I remember eating that ice cream bar when I was like 5. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So it's good. It just is now they made all these newer bars that are way better. But like that's the first one. That's the first Mickey ice cream bar that I've had since a year. Because a year ago, it was either a year ago or 2 years ago in the vlog. It was my birthday, and some lady heard me vlogging when I was doing my birthday vlog, and she's like, "Oh, here, have one on me." And I was like, "Oh, wow, that's very nice of you. I really appreciate that." So I think that was a year ago. So yeah. Well, buddy, I'll let you get back to your video games. I'm gonna call Randall and say hi to him before I continue on with the stream. But I'll keep you updated, and we'll definitely hang out soon because I'm gonna have a panel. I'm gonna have a panel soon with all the guys on it, and we were doing it on Lantern Show. We were playing old music, and Larry thought it was awesome. I thought it was awesome. We were playing all sorts of like songs like from the 80s, 90s, 70s. It was a lot of fun. So I think I'm gonna host one either this week or next week at some point and get everybody on there. I'm gonna play some music and stuff. So I'd like to have you on there. So I'll let you know. All right, buddy?
Okay.
All right, I'll see ya.
See ya.
Peace out, buddy. All right. Let me call Randall, and then I'm going to hang out with Randall and talk to him for a little bit, and then I will get back to the chat. So give me 1 second. I'm going to call Randall right now. Oh, what's going on? Randall? Hang on. Randall? Uh-oh. I'm trying to call Randall and it's not letting me, I don't know if it's, hang on. There we go. It wasn't working at first. Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I don't know if it's raining where you are, but it's been pouring down all day, and now it's just drizzling. But there was thunder, there was rain, there was lightning, and I tried to call you, and then I don't know if there was an error on Facebook. It wouldn't let me call you, so I ended the call, and then I tried to call you again, and now it finally works. So, what's up, man? How you been?
Nothing much. How are you?
Better, Randall.
What's going on in the wide world of fears?
The same old bullshit, Randall. Just working, people driving me nuts, vlogging, streaming, always, excuse me, I burped, always staying busy. So things have gotten a lot better though, Randall.
What projects are you working on?
Oh God, so many projects, and I know you've been working on some too. Why don't you go first? Because I know the last time we talked, you said you had 2 scripts. Right?
Yeah. I finished one of the scripts.
Okay.
I haven't started the other one yet. The guy hasn't contacted me back yet.
Okay. Well, before I go, tell me what you've been doing, and then I'll tell you what I've been doing. And then I'm gonna get back to the chat in a minute. So I'm not ignoring you guys. Me and Randall haven't hung out in a bit, so I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna talk with Randall for a little bit. So before I tell you all my projects, Randall, go for it. What have you been up to? What have you been working on?
Well, I've been working on a book about luck and 21 different ways that you can take action to become lucky.
Become lucky?
And, I wrote the initial draft of it, and I read it in my writers group today. And
nice.
One of the writers liked it so much that she gave me $20, and she said,
"Wow,
I want you to correct this and print out a copy for me so I can have it and keep it with me."
So is this the newest book of Lord Randall?
No, I'm planning on making it a public talk.
Okay.
Doing like a little public speaking. And, public speakers actually get paid a hefty amount of money for like 1 hour's worth of work.
Okay. I was I was
like
just curious.
Like the price range goes from like 400 to 4,000.
Nice. I was just curious because the only authors in the community is the great Lord Visions, because he made the wonderful book called Watch Sleepaway Camp, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It was amazing. And then Randall, you've wrote quite a few books.
Yep.
If there's any other writers in the community, please let me know. But those are the only two that I know of. So yeah. Well, that's good, man. So that's been keeping you busy. And then you said you've been writing the script. So you finished one, and then you're about to start on the other one.
Yeah. When the buyer sends me the details, I'll get started on that immediately.
Nice. Got some Fiverr jobs. Hell yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What have I been?
And my last Fiverr job, the guy gave me a 5-star review.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Well,
and he said he might purchase some extra revisions. And I already told him the revisions are going to be at least $150, and he's like, I'm okay with that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
There you go. A little extra cash flow in the wallet.
Yeah, a little cashola.
Cashola?
A little cashola never helps.
You mean always helps?
Yeah.
Because you said never helps. Always helps. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if he's willing to give you some extra cashola, then you're like, hell yeah, hola. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so what have I been doing? I've been trying to find a ticket to go visit my mom, and no such luck. Well, I've been finding tickets, but not cheap tickets. I hope to God I can find a cheap ticket, because I don't want to miss the show in August, and I want to go visit my mom sooner than later, and I want to go hang out with Shelton, my new nephew, and pretty much spoil him to death. I'm gonna get him a whole bunch of cool toys, and I'm gonna go out with my brother and his wife and my mom and me, and we're gonna just buy Shelton tons of clothes and go nuts and get to meet the little guy, hang out.
No.
And if I have to wait another month, that would suck. So I've been doing that, and then you asked about the projects. Trying to get all of there's a few. Right now I'm editing the third portion of the Sega vlog. Because Sega was here for 10 days and we only took 1 day off. So we filmed for 9 days straight. So there's a lot of fucking footage to fumble through. And then once all the Sega part is up, then I'm going to make a highlight reel and put it on the main channel. So I haven't uploaded anything on the main channel in a couple of weeks. I've been focused on updating the fans on Fear's vlog. So, been working on that. Then I've been working on today. I chopped the day up into 2 different projects. So, for 2 hours, I edited the Star Wars vlog that me, Tina, and Dave went to yesterday, and that's almost finished. Hopefully, that's up tomorrow. And then the rest of the night, while it was raining, I've been working on the third portion of the Sega vlog. And then I've been updating my journal. I keep a journal of my life, and I remember I lost some of it, Randall. When I didn't know this could happen because I'm getting with the times, but I thought when you have an external little thumb drive plugged into your laptop.
Yeah.
Well, one day it just slipped my mind. I had to go to work, and I was like, oh shit! I'm gonna be late for work. I've been writing in my journal, and I just pulled the drive out. And I guess I forgot to save something. Normally it automatically saves. But I guess me just pulling it out, I lost over half my journal. So the journals that I still had on the drive, I basically downloaded this app, Randall, and now I've been keeping my journal on this app, and it's 10 times better. So I rewrote all the journals that were on the hard drive, and
how many journals were there?
Oh God, journals back from 2000 on that hard drive. So it was probably because it was an old hard drive. It was one of those little thumbnail, one of those not a thumbnail, one of those. It's this, it's this right here. I got this back in.
Hold on, wait, show me again.
It's an old one, buddy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I got this in high school. I don't know, 2002, 2003. It still works. Somewhere in high school, one of my teachers gave me an extra thumb drive, and so I just kept it on here. So the stuff that got erased off of it, I went, oh, well, it's gone forever. So I tried to remember as many, I tried to remember as much shit that happened in high school when I started writing it, and all the shit that I wrote down in college. So I basically rewrote the highlights on this. It's called, where is it? Where's that app? Right here, Journal. Do you see it?
Oh, hold on. I'm not in Messenger right now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's Journal right there.
Yeah.
So I just basically made so everything that was left on this, I made a copy of it. All the journals that were left, and I made a copy of it and put it on my big drive of like all the old ones that was left, and now I don't use this anymore. So yeah, I just kept it for nostalgic reasons, and the stuff that was erased, I put on the Journal app. So it's actually a really good app because I prefer the Journal app because one, I can type faster on that because I'm a real fast typist. Instead of like going like that, I can just do it with my thumbs, and then on this you can't upload photos. So like when my brother had a son, I went into the Journal and said, "Meet Sheldon Fears, the new addition to the family," and then I uploaded a photo in the Journal. So you can't, on this, you can't upload photos, but on this app you can. So I was like, well, I'm kind of glad that it got erased because now I can put all that old shit in the app, and then, so yeah. But it's been a process putting all the old shit, so I just thought, well, I can either sum it all up in a little highlight, which I did. So if you go into the app, I just summed up like, high school was great, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. College was great, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And then I've had that app for about a year and a half now. So I've been working on that, and then what else have I been working on? I've been running around with my head cut off. Oh, another project, trying to get all the old vlogs up that the fans have been waiting for. So without the Sega footage, I was down to like 7 vlogs that I'm behind on. So I haven't uploaded like the last 2 Christmases, haven't uploaded like my last birthday, all that crap. So I'm trying to catch up as fast as possible. So I tried to sum it all up, Randall, but I'm working on a lot of projects. Plus trying to find a better job. So yeah. So what else have you been working on?
Like I said, I'm working on my speech. It's around 20 pages now, and I think it takes me about a minute and a half to get through each point. So I think I've got maybe a good 30-minute speech to do.
Nice.
And maybe I'll like do a dry run on YouTube or something.
Or just call me, like before I go to work, and just call and just read it. I won't tell the fans. Just call me on this, and just read it to me. Just read it to me. Like I'll be, I can be your test run. So where are you gonna? So where are you gonna give this speech at? Like.
I don't know. I don't want to say specifically.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot because
I'll tell you later sometime.
Just tell me later, because if you say it, then those idiot trolls will be calling like, "Oh hey, Randall's gonna make a speech." So yeah, no, I get it, buddy. I get it. Well, hey man, I wish you the best of luck.
But yeah, public speakers actually make bank. Again, like I said, some public speakers make like $400 to $4,000 for like 1 hour. So
I mean,
it's a pretty sweet job.
Yeah, I mean that's cool, and I mean, if you're inspiring people, I mean, why not? So what is the topic of discussion? Like what are you doing a speech on?
The secrets of lucky people.
Oh, okay, cool.
And like I said, when I delivered half the speech to my writers group today, one of the women in the group said, "Oh, you know what, Randy? Get me another copy of this when it's completed, and here's $20." And she says, "I'm going to give you another $5 when you bring me back the completed copy." Nice. So that was pretty lucky in and of itself.
I mean, that's nice of her to give you $20. You said that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And part of it is about, on how bad luck sometimes becomes good luck.
Yeah.
Like, for example, take your situation, for example. You said, you lost everything on your journal.
Yeah. Oh, well,
then
almost.
You found this new journal app, and
yeah.
this new journal app is way better than your other journal
yeah.
because you can put pictures in it.
Pictures and video.
Yeah, pictures and
The only thing that's a plus, but the only thing that sucked is some of those, I already have a bad memory to begin with, right?
Yeah.
So some of the things I won't remember from high school and college because some of them, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, this fucking happened. And I wrote it in great detail, So I tried to remember everything and just opened up the app and said, I'm like, this is a summary of high school. Here's the highlights. I'm not going to remember everything, but here's what happened in high school. And then I went, here's what happened in college. Did a little summary. And then some stuff was saved on that after I, ripped out the thumb thing, the thumb drive. I don't know why some of it got erased and some of it was kept. So the stuff that was kept on there, I just highlighted everything that was left and said, well, I don't want this to happen again. So I made I made 2 copies. There's a copy on my desktop, and then once it copied to my desktop, then I took that copy and put it on here. And then now I know for a fact that whatever's left, and I just wrote old journal. I said old journal, but and then I basically this is the second part is the new journal basically. Because I was like, here's what's left of the old journal on this. So I've started a new journal. So if I ever want to go back, I'm like, here's what's on the old one. Here's what's on the new one. And basically on the old one, I just opened up the old one and said, some files got lost, but here's a summary of everything that I can remember, blah, blah, blah. And it sucked because I had so much great shit in there. Like, this is the first time me and my grandpa did this, Like, I even talked a little bit before high school. Even though I started it in high school, I wrote about some old childhood memories. And I'm like, oh, fuck, well, all those are gone now. I mean, they're still up here, but it was nice to have them all written down. So, but I need to add some more journal entries because I haven't even put Sega came to visit in there. I haven't put the new pictures of Shelton that my mom gave me. So I need to update it. It's just, there's a lot to do, and I'm only one person in a day. So, yeah. So, but, Randall, sometimes, can I be honest? Sometimes I wish you lived closer, man. Even though, I mean, you like Star Wars, and I know you said you'll only go to a convention if Amy Jo Johnson is there, but I wish you could have came with me and Dave and Tina. We had a blast. It was so much fun, buddy. And you like Star Wars. It was only $5 to get in, man. It was so much fun. I got some cool footage. Yeah. And plus, we haven't hung out. When's the last time we physically hung out? I can't even remember. Was it at the Amy Jo Johnson convention?
Yeah, that would have been February 2nd.
So yeah, we haven't hung out since February. I mean, we've hung out on like the laptop like this, but I've just been so busy with work, trying to find a better job. It's not that I don't like my job. It's just it's the same damn thing. Grab a box, scan it. Oh, is it out of the system? Jump. Yep, it's out of the system. Put it away. Or I'm unloading or whatever. And then some people aren't hiring. Like I've sent out a lot of resumes, digital ones, filling it out. And, oh, you're not qualified. You're not this. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get an opportunity if you don't fucking give me an opportunity? I'm like, let me show you. I'm like, I'm not an idiot. I'm sure I can put this and this together and blah blah blah. I'm like, let me show you that I can do it.
What jobs are you applying for?
Just all bunch of different stuff, Like I applied. The last one I applied to was 3 jobs at the news station. I thought, oh man, working at a news station would be really fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
And
but John, like working at a news station, like they get like footage in, and then like in 30 minutes you're supposed to have a finished product.
And I can do that.
Really fast-paced, fast workflow.
I could do that, Randall. I would just look at my boss. All right, what do you want me to edit? Because I edit almost every day, so I'd be like, just tell me what you want. I'll edit it. Bam, there you go.
Yeah.
So I applied for 3 jobs. I'm not going to say what news station. I applied for one of their editors, one of their riders, and then I thought, oh, well, I already do security. I thought, well, maybe I could get in there starting at a security. They needed a security guard to walk around the news station. I'm like, I can do that. I thought, well, maybe I said that maybe would get my foot in the door. So I applied to those 3 like a week ago. And they said, oh, yeah.
Did you submit a demo reel with your editing?
You know, that would have been a good idea, Randall, but no, I didn't. They didn't ask for a demo reel. They just asked for a resume, and they said, where did you go to college? And then they wrote me an email back saying, can we ask you a few questions? And I said, sure. And I answered their questions. And they said, yep. They said, thank you, I appreciate it. And I was totally professional. They said, we'll definitely get back to you. I went, great, yeah.
What other actions are you taking in order to accomplish your goals? Are you reading books? Are you watching seminars? Are you learning to become a better communicator? Watching videos on how to edit?
Wait, what am I doing more than, to find a better job?
Sending out resumes, more than that.
That's really all I've been doing. I mean, every week I set a goal. I'm like, all right, this week I'm going to apply to this amount of jobs.
Yeah. And
I set a goal. I'm like, Fears, each week apply to at least 4 jobs. If not more. So, yeah.
That's a good job. What else could you do that would help you in your job-seeking opportunities other than sending out resumes?
I guess learn some more skills,
Yeah.
And plus, another project I've been working on, I've been trying to get the weight down.
Yeah.
Do
you know your keyboard shortcuts?
I've been working on those too. I've been watching the videos that you sent me a while back.
Yeah.
So I'm getting better at them. So yeah.
One skill that would be very important to learn if you want to edit for a news station is how to edit fast. And I mean not just fast, but I mean like blazingly fast.
See, I can edit fast, Randall. I can. Always my thing is when I tell the fans, and I'm not lying, is I'm a perfectionist. One time, you've seen me. Remember in college, I edited a video 15 times, and I still wasn't satisfied. So until I get satisfied with it, I have to re-edit it. But I mean, if they were like, if my job was on the line and they said, no, Fears, you get 3 edits, we need it now, I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah. And
so I would just take 5 or 10 minutes or however long they gave me and be like, boom, here it's done. Because I don't want to lift boxes my whole fucking life,
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you said you're trying to lose weight?
Yeah. Or actually, I have lost weight. I mean, people have been telling me, like, the trolls made so much fun of, like, my double chin. They would put an arrow, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's definitely been slimming down. And so people have noticed it. And I'm like, great. So I feel a lot stronger, too, and more drive since I've
What's your goal weight?
My goal weight?
Yeah.
Either to get semi near what I was at, before my dad died and before I started overeating, or the exact weight. It was whenever I was like, I don't want to be super skinny. I just want to be toned. I want to maintain a toneness and not have a wide belly. And I was anywhere, I don't remember the exact weight I was at right now. I was anywhere from 165 to 175, somewhere in there. So if I got anywhere near 175, I would be completely happy, buddy. So we're getting there. So I haven't weighed myself.
My goal weight is 180.
Oh, you've been working out too?
Yeah, but my goal weight is 180. I'm about 268 right now.
Nice. You didn't tell me that you were working out again, because I know you were working out before doing the vlogs and stuff, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So.
I haven't been working out so much as eating healthy.
Well, I've been doing both. I've been eating, case in point, Randall, I've been eating healthier. I allow myself at least one fast food a week. So, like when Visions is always like Whopper Wednesday, I have a Whopper on a Wednesday, and then maybe on the weekend I'll go to McDonald's or something, but during the week, I really try to eat healthier. So I got rid of all the soda. I just drink, like, juice and coffee and water and stuff, like, during the week. And then anytime I'm out, that's the time. So, like, I had a soda, like, after the convention yesterday. So no, because soda's really fattening. So I eliminated all this. Excuse me. I eliminated all the soda in my house.
Yeah.
Like when Sega was here, I bought soda for him because I knew he'd get thirsty, and I had one. I had a couple sodas, but as soon as he left, I just knocked on my neighbor's door and said, "Hey, I don't want this to go to waste. I just bought it because my friend was here. Do you want it?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, Fears, I'll take it." And I went, "Great, cool," and I got rid of all the soda.
Good deed.
What?
I said, "Well, that was a good deed."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it to go to waste, and I was like, "Well, I don't want to drink all this," you know. So. Yeah. But yeah, things are getting better, buddy. So I promise, we're gonna hang out either before I leave to visit my mom or after. I've just been so fucking busy with shit.
Okay.
And I feel bad, man, because I really wanted to hang out. So
no rush.
Whenever I come, I don't care what we do. We can go see a movie. I haven't even had time to go see the new. I've been dying to see the new. Fantastic Four. LC went and saw it. He was like, "Oh, it's fucking great, Fears." And I was like, "I'm sure it is." I watched the trailer. The trailer looked phenomenal. I can't wait to see that, and I can't wait to see the new Superman because Krypto's in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the only time Krypto has ever been on. I think this is the first time we've seen him on film.
Yeah.
Because any other time. What was that old cartoon, Randall, where the star of it was Batman, Superman, and it was like all of his friends, all of his superhero friends? It was like
Justice League.
No. It was like in the 70s or 80s. Wasn't it like...
Oh, the Super Friends.
Super Friends. Krypto was on that.
Yeah.
And then didn't he make a few appearances on Justice League?
Well, Krypto actually appeared on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. It was a very limited.
Wait, are you
appearance.
bullshitting me? Or are you being for real?
Yeah, I'm bullshitting you.
Yeah, you're so full of crap, Randall. I knew it. Because I saw a little smirk come up, and I was like, "He's full of shit. He's full of shit."
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, I may or may not be full of shit. We'll see.
Tonight you're full of shit, buddy. Because I was like, I've watched Conan a lot with my dad, with my family, by myself. I was like, he never went on there. That was
Conan's
good.
actually a good friend of mine. We talk every
hang out
every third Tuesday of the
have
month.
a couple beers, Randall. Yeah.
Crystal Skull vodka.
Oh yeah,
never hurts.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, that never hurts, Randall. Never. You know what? Sega didn't like it. We had a couple shots one night. Well, I had a couple shots. He had one shot. He tried it, and immediately he went like this. He went like that. And I could tell he didn't like it. And I'm not going to force him to have another. So he said, "Fears, do you want this?" I was like, "I definitely want it." So I poured it all into my glass, and I had it. But he didn't like it. So I was like, "Fair enough, Sega." I'm like, "You tried it." And there it is. So yeah, buddy. But that was a cool convention that we went to. The highlights of that convention were, of course, I've never seen you that happy ever in my life, Randall. So that was cool to see you that happy.
I didn't think I've ever been that happy in my life.
I'm dead. I mean, that's I said it to the fans.
I was probably the level of happy that I would be at if I actually got married to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So I told the fans that. I said it to you. I said it right now. I said it was cool that I could make that a reality. Like, you found the con, and you're like, "Fears, are you down?" And I was like, "I'm down." I was like, "I am down." So, did I buy your ticket and you did the parking? I forgot what we did.
I bought the parking.
So I bought your ticket, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I bought you. I was totally fine with that. Because you know why they made us park, Randall, is because it wasn't a show that Jeff hosted. Jeff never charges for parking because he used to be a fanboy. He's like, yeah. He goes, "I've went to cons where they charge you an arm and a fucking leg. Like, oh yeah, $18 for parking." And Jeff's like, "That's bullshit." So I like going to Jeff's shows because the tickets are normally reasonable. Like, I think the most expensive one I've ever paid for is $20. And that's that big one he does, the Super Retro Con, where like 10 to 12,000 people show up. That, the Super Retro Con one. Yeah. But I understand because
I want to go to the Star Trek II themed con called the Wrath of Con.
There you go, buddy. Again, you're full of crap. I can see you laughing.
Full of crap? What are you talking about, Pierce?
I see you laughing.
What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking
about? Randall, I love your Quentin voice. Man. What do you mean, man?
I know it doesn't sound like Quentin, but I just like the
It kind of
voice.
sounds like him. Because he's a little baby, you know. What do you mean, like, oh, mean, man? He said it once.
You know what is funny about that is Quentin, one of his lines appeared, why are you being so mean, man?
You know where that came from, right?
Johnson actually said that in one of her short films. And she actually said it just like Quentin says it.
You know where that came from, Randall? You know where that came from? One night when I was working at the Verizon call center, he called me on my phone, and I was like, this motherfucker is calling me at work. And it's the first and only time where I actually beat him his own game. I said, Quentin, you're not going to win this time. Yeah, I am, man. I was like, no, you're not. I said, I'm here all fucking night. So I said, you can stay on the phone all fucking night you want. And I said, eventually you're going to get tired and hang up the phone. And the little baby brat hung up the phone. And I said, yes, finally I won over that son of a bitch, you know?
Yeah. And
during our conversation, I basically just bored him to death, or whatever I did. I could tell he was getting upset, and then he let out the legendary line, "Fears." And I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you want, Quentin? And then he went, "Why are you being all mean, man?" And I almost fucking fell on the floor, Randall, laughing. I was like, I'm actually getting to this son of a bitch. I'm like, finally.
Uh-huh.
And then we just took it and we spun it. Because we've said that a million times in the Fears Man cartoon. Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
So we took a negative and turned it into a positive.
Yeah.
And then you gave him...
I think the best part is when Amy Jo Johnson says it. Why are you being so mean?
And I thought you were kidding.
Yeah, you did. And I showed it to you.
I was like, Randall, there's no way that she said that. And he's like, okay, Fears. And he goes, why don't you believe me? I said, I don't know. I don't think Amy Jo Johnson would say that. And it was a movie she did, right?
Yeah. A short film she did. And it's...
And what was the short film called?
It was called The Has-Been.
Yeah.
And the line is like about a minute and 30 seconds in.
And I watched it, and she said it exactly. She said it to a woman. She was like, why are you being so mean? And I was like, oh shit, she did say it. I'm like, wow. I was like, wow.
That was hilarious.
It was. I started laughing, but yeah. And then,
I don't know if Amy Jo Johnson was quoting Quentin or if Quentin was quoting Amy Jo Johnson.
So, Randall, whenever we start up the cartoon again, because we are, we've been calling Quentin Brendan. I think Brendan should be his own character.
No, that's not Quentin's.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's not. But we should have
totally different.
Yeah, we should have Brendan.
And unrelated.
We should have Brendan should have a brother called Mr. Q. Right?
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely killing Mr. Q in the cartoon. We're definitely killing Brendan in the cartoon. And then you're like, because we've hurt Brendan in the cartoon a couple of times. He's fallen out of a window. He's fallen in a trash can.
He's met Beavis and Butthead.
Which I didn't even tell you to do that. I was laughing hysterically. You're like, Fears, I just made
totally
something.
Unexpected.
It was totally unexpected.
I took a track from Beavis and Butthead, the soundtrack.
Oh, it was great. I loved it because I love Beavis and Butthead. I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah. I wish they had Beavis and Butthead at karaoke.
Sometimes, Randall, your best work is when I did when you find
when you just leave me alone and let me do what I want to do.
Well, not that.
That's it.
Not that. It's half and half. Like you and me will write a good script, right? And then you'll look at the script and go, I can add a joke in here, and that's one of those times. So it's not me telling you what to do, just like because I never tell you what to do on Cameo Man. I give you suggestions. And sometimes that's the way we work, Randall. I'll give you suggestions, but in the end, it's your call because I don't own Cameo Man. You own Cameo Man. That's your character. Yeah. You do the same thing with Fears Man. You're like, hey, Fears, shouldn't Fears Man do this? And a lot of times I'm like, that's a great idea, Randall. We should do that. And Other times I'm like, nah, I don't like that idea, Randall. But that was one of those times where you surprised me and said, hey, Fierce, what do you think about this? And I loved it so much, I'm like, don't fucking touch a thing, Randall. That was fucking great. We're leaving that in. That's fucking genius, you know?
Yeah.
So, we dropped the car on his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. That was good. That was really good. And he was wearing like a rainbow shirt or some bullshit. It was hilarious. So, part 6, we're going to do kind of a MacGyver-ism in part 6. And then part 7 is when him and Randall Brownstein, which I forgot. Why did you want to call your character Randall Brownstein? I forgot.
Because my friend Ari is Jewish, and he used to take me to Jewish parties, and we would crash them.
Oh, okay.
And we would eat all the free food.
And was his last name Brownstein?
No. Steen is a Jewish surname. And to pose as more Jewish, he put a Steen on the end of my name.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
But whenever...
It was like Wedding Crashers. I mean, like...
Kind of, yeah.
We were actually doing it before the movie Wedding Crashers came out. But we would go to parties, and Ari would introduce me as his friend Randall Brownstein. And,
but would it be just like
there? We would eat all the free food.
Yeah. Would it be just like wedding singers? Like you didn't know who that the
Wedding Crashers
or Wedding Crasher? I'm sorry. Would it be just like Wedding Crasher? You wouldn't know the Jewish family, and then you guys would just walk in and eat all the free food.
Well, Ari would know the Jewish family, so.
Oh, okay. So you kind of crashed it with him. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I guess so.
See, those guys. What's genius about that movie?
He introduced me to a lot of hot, cute Jewish chicks.
Oh, nice. There you go. There you go. What's nice? What's nice about
Jewish women want to be with a Jewish guy.
But Randall, what's nice about the Wedding Crashers though is those guys in that movie had balls. Like they didn't know anyone. They would eat all the food. They would watch the wedding. Then they would have sex with like gorgeous women. Like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it again tomorrow. Let's go to another wedding. Let's do it again. You know.
Yeah.
I would be too nervous to do that, Randall, because I'd be like, well, one, I don't want. I don't like. What if we got caught? And you know, but yeah. So you pretty much did that, except you guys didn't hook up with any, or did you hook up with some chicks?
Well, no, because again, the Jewish chicks want actual Jewish men.
Oh,
so.
Well, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen some Jewish chicks. They should open up their horizons, you know?
Oh, they're hot.
They're real. Any Jewish chick I've met.
Sarah Silverman is hot.
Is she Jewish?
Yeah.
I didn't know she was Jewish. She is hot. She is hot, Randall. I haven't met...
Yeah, she was dating Jimmy Kimmel for a while.
Yeah, I knew she was dating him.
I think they were married, actually, at one point.
Yeah. Now they're just friends and stuff, which is nice. But I had no idea she was Jewish. I've only met maybe like 5 or 6 Jewish girls in my lifetime, so not many, but each one of those.
You probably met more than you think. You just didn't know they were Jewish.
Yeah, maybe they didn't tell me. But the ones that I knew 100% were Jewish was about 5 or 6, because I remember they would introduce themselves, and then after about an hour of conversation, they would say, "Oh, so what religion are you?" "Oh, I'm a Christian." And like, "Oh, I'm Jewish." So yeah.
Yeah, Bukkake, yeah.
Oh, what did Bukkake?
Yeah, I'd love Sarah Silverman to open her horizon too. Yeah.
Oh shit! Is that what he said? Because I haven't seen the chat yet. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Wait, read it again. What did he say?
Yeah, I'd love for Sarah Silverman to open up her horizon too. And he put horizon in quotes. I love that. That's good.
Well, I mean, I think all guys would. What, Sarah Silverman? Yep. I mean, she's fucking hot, Randall. So, that was funny. Bukkake's a funny guy. That's why I'm glad, because Vision's pretty funny, and I'm glad I'm his friend, and Bukkake, I'm glad I'm his friend, too, because...
Vision says, Fears may be Jewish. He loves a good deal.
I do love deals. Deals. I do. I know for a fact I'm not Jewish, though, but... See, I don't know much about Jewish communities. I didn't know that Jewish people like deals. Do they?
Yeah.
Like they like to...
Supposedly, yeah.
They like to haggle deals and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Well, I can't see the chat right now because I've got your call up, Randall. But Visions,
Natalie Portman is Jewish.
Is she really? See, I didn't know Natalie was Jewish either. So Visions, just to put your mind at ease. Nothing against Jewish people, but I'm not Jewish. I'm a non-denominational Christian, but I do like getting a good deal. And that has nothing to do with me, with being Jewish or anything. Just, Randall, you've seen the prices. You go to conventions. Some guy's like, oh, yeah, man, if you want this movie prop, $200. Why in the hell would I want to pay $200? I'd be like, no, it's old. I see scratches on it. $50, maybe. But not $200. The only way I would pay $200
is to get you a lightsaber that actually works.
The what?
We need to get you in a lightsaber that actually
I know. I know the fans want me to go do...
flame 6 feet.
Yeah, I know the fans want me to go do that lightsaber class. I just haven't got around to it yet. I want to.
There are actual lightsabers now.
Oh, I know.
Shoot out a flame like a torch.
I know. One guy on YouTube actually made one. I've seen it. I've seen it, but Joey...
And those things are super freaking hot.
I'm sure they are. But Joey... whenever he came here, he said, oh, Fears, like, me and my girlfriend are going to go make a lightsaber. And then Joey sent me a photo after he got back to his house and said, hey, Fears, here's my lightsaber. And he sent me a photo, and I was like, yeah, man, they look cool. He's like, you should do it. He goes, you love Star Wars. I was like, I do love Star Wars. And I said, I promise I'm going to get around to it eventually, but just all this other stuff's happened, I'm trying to finish all this editing. I told the fans a few days ago, I said, I can't wait to get caught up with all this footage. Then I can start new adventures, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting on so much good content, and they've been enjoying me getting the vlogs out faster. And there's just so many hours in a day, Like today, I got home from work, took a nap, woke up, watched the rest of I started it last night, Randall, and Visions suggested this. He said... Visions, you said it wasn't your favorite, but it was one of his favorite as a kid. And I said, okay. I said, I like sci-fi stuff. I'll give it a go. So I watched a little bit of it last night, went to work, and then came home, took a nap, got up, watched the rest of it. I really enjoyed it. And then, like I said, I did some editing on the Star Wars vlog and some on the next Sega part. And then I watched this right before the stream. So, yeah. So I'll eventually get around to it, but Joey's like, trust me, Fears. And I asked him, I said, Joey, if I do that, I'm going to film it. And he's like, yeah, they don't care, Fears. He goes, I took a little video on my phone. I think Joey said that. He took a picture or he took a video on his phone when him and his girlfriend did it. And I was like, that's cool. I'm like, that's cool. So I'll eventually get around to it, buddy. How's your mom doing? I know she had that stroke. Is she feeling any better?
Yeah, she's doing good now.
I'm glad. I really, that scared the shit out of me, Randall, because your mom is really nice, and she's been like a second mom to me. Anytime I come over, she's been, her hospitality and your hospitality has been amazing, so, I was like, well, I don't want anything to happen to Mrs. Brown. That was scary, buddy.
Well, she never told you about all the Windex she put in your chili.
Oh, bullshit, Randall. Don't even go there. I'd be dead if there was fucking Windex in my chili, buddy.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
I would. A
lot cleaner. You would be squeaky clean.
Dude, that would make someone sick. That would make someone so sick. You'd be in the hospital. Like Windex, there's so much chemicals and shit in it. It'd be nuts. It would be insane. It would be insane, dude. But yeah, man, we'll eventually get to hang out, buddy.
Yeah.
But Sega was kind of bummed. He really wanted to meet you. And I just said, Sega, I said, it's just so bad timing. I said, Randall's got to take care of his mom. He understood. He was just bummed. And then the night that we were going to go over to LC's, I was like on my way to LC's. And he changed his mind. He said, Fears, I'm so tired. I get it. We were running around all day. And then LC said, hey, Fears, everything's good. You can come over now. We can play some games. So I wanted to. Even though I was tired, I was like, just get through it, Fears. But Sega changed his mind, so I hope next time Sega comes to visit, he gets to meet LC and you. And I said, well, you've kind of already met them, through the interwebs, but he wanted to, physically, shake your hand,
Yeah.
So, hopefully next time, buddy. Because it sucks. Sega came to Florida and we were so busy, he didn't even get to go to the beach. So I was like, there's only so much you can do, you know, in the 10 days he was here. So, hopefully next time we can do that.
Mm.
You look tired, buddy.
I'm not.
Anyway, well, I'm glad you've been staying busy, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to get back to the chat because I'm probably way behind.
Yeah, people are going nuts in the chat.
Are they really, or are you just joking around?
No, they're going nuts.
Like,
they're going nuts. You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
Classic Michael Keaton Batman line. Now I know you're full of crap, Randall. Yeah. And then he, like, takes the gun. He's like, tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? He's like, what? He's like, I say that to all my prey. I just like the sound of it. And then he just blows him away.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson's great.
Yeah.
I would love for him to do another Joker. I mean, he's getting old, but
yeah,
they could dye his hair.
He owns the copyright on his version of the Joker.
Does he really?
If somebody uses the name Jack Napier, he gets a cut of the money.
That's tough. I mean, as he should, because I mean that was a great performance.
Yeah, and he also said he wrote a lot of the lines that he said in the film. Because I mean, he's an actor and he's like an A-list actor, so he can rewrite the lines.
But he hasn't acted in anything in quite a while. What's the last thing he acted in?
The last thing I think I saw him in was The Irishman.
Yeah, but that was ages ago.
No, wait, not the... Yeah, maybe. No, The Irishman was like... wasn't that for... What was the last thing?
I don't know. I was asking you.
No, The Departed was the last thing I saw him in.
Was that the last movie he did for a while?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in much at all.
Hang on, let me ask Meta.
Robert De Niro's been doing some good films.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll ask Meta.
Meta, what does Inspector Gadget look like?
That was funny, Randall. Funny.
One of your actual questions.
Well, yeah, because other people have, like, played him, you know? So that's why I asked. Hey, Meta, what's the last movie that Jack Nicholson was in?
Jack Nicholson's last movie role was in the 2010 romantic comedy How Do You Know, directed by James L. Brooks. He played the role of Charles Madison, a wealthy businessman.
Wow, 2010, that's ages ago.
Yeah, that's like 15 years ago.
So he must be taking... I mean, he can take a break because he's a fucking billionaire and shit, but
yeah.
I thought he acted in something after that. That's
man, Jack Nicholson is one of the top tier, like, A-list actors.
Yeah.
Like, I think he pulls in, like, 40 or 50 million
Easy.
for one movie.
Easy,
and I'm
man.
like, 50
Easy.
million isn't enough to live on, but it's a start. You know?
Well, he must be doing okay if he hasn't acted in 15 years. I mean...
Yeah. I remember I saw him... I didn't see him, but I saw on TV that he was at the Oscars, and he was coming on pretty hard to Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, I saw that video. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was on YouTube.
I
saw
love it because when you watch the start of the video, you can see him in the background, like, getting prepared to talk to her. And he's, like, wiping his brow with his handkerchief and stuff and, like, taking a deep breath.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes for it. And then Jennifer Lawrence is like, hi, how are you?
She's like, oh, hi.
Hey, I love you in that movie.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I give him props.
I love that Jack Nicholson has the balls to, like, take a go at it.
Yeah, I mean, I give him props. She is a beautiful lady. So, I mean... I would
but
go.
She's probably a third of his age, not even like half his age, like a third his age. You know, like I mean, Jack Nicholson is like 90 now. She's like 30.
No, he's not that old, is he? 90?
I think so, maybe. Look it up. Ask Meta.
All right.
Let's get Meta on the case.
People love it when I talk to Meta, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why. Like Walter, he's been kind of giving me shit lately. He's like, "Oh, you're so funny when you talk to Meta." I'm like, how is that funny? I'm fact-checking something.
How am I funny? What the fuck am I saying that is funny?
I mean, kind of.
Am
like,
I a clown?
No, I'm just saying, like, he's kind of fucking weird. Like, oh, you're so funny talking to Meta. Why is that funny? Why? Like, I'm asking a legit question.
Yeah.
And then he got all pissy when I called him on some shit tonight, and he totally lied. So it's okay for them to, like, fact check me or call me out when I'm lying. He said that I made that I gave Tina a big look, didn't give Tina any look whatsoever, and then Liz said that I had a conversation with her to like stay a certain amount of feet back, and I was like, that never happened, never gave her a look. So I just got sick and tired of people always making rumors up about me, and I get sick and tired of I'm always the butt of the joke, I'm like, I don't mind cracking jokes and hanging out sometimes, but I'm like, make a joke on someone else for a change. It gets fucking annoying. I'm always the butt of the joke, and I'm like,
yeah,
it gets old.
And Diana said I was eating a bacon sub when I was eating a ham sandwich, and I'm like, how the fuck do you get a bacon sub out of a ham sandwich?
Well, there you go.
What is up with that, Diana?
I don't know. It just gets old after a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I'm just kidding. I don't know any Diana.
Okay. Well, see, Randall, I've been your friend for quite a long time, so I know when you're bullshitting.
Yeah.
It gets old after a while. I'm just like,
all right. How old is Jack Nicholson?
Hang on. I wanted to finish what I was saying. But I just don't like it. That's when rumors start drama. And and so a rumor is also a lie. And so if I went up to you, Randall, and said, Randall, you gave Tina a horrible look, you'd be like, no, I didn't, Fears. I did the same thing to Walter. I called him on it, and he didn't like it, because Walter and other, I'm not saying loving and loyal fans, but trolls, they never take accountability. I didn't do that, Fears. I'm an angel. I'm like, yeah, you did. And if I do one little lie, then they're on me, So I just said, I don't think it's right to do this and say this about Tina. I don't think it's right to do this. And I said, never gave her a look. I never had a conversation with her. And Dave already knew where I was going. Dave told me. So, Tina, if you're watching this, I don't mean this in a bad way. Dave came up to me and said, hey, if you need a little air, if you need a little room to breathe, Tina kind of hovers. And she's a very nice lady. I introduced myself. We had a great time. Dave even said sometimes she hovers around me. So I didn't even have a conversation with her. I was like, I don't want to say anything to her face because that would hurt her feelings. So I just said, hey, Tina, I said, I'll be back in a minute. I said, I'm going to go over on this side of the convention. And I said, I'm going to go film this stuff because I wanted to go around and get the whole convention. And I put her in a few shots of the vlog, and we had a great time. You know what I'm saying, Randall? So, I don't know. It's just weird. So, I mean, because I know how to take a joke. It just gets old. Every single time I'm the butt of the joke. And I'm like, enough. Enough's enough. It just gets fucking old. Anyway. Well, buddy, it was fun hanging out. I'm gonna get back to the chat. And
Visions already answered your question.
What question was that?
How old is Jack Nicholson? 88 years old. And Jennifer
Oh,
Lawrence
sorry,
is
yeah.
34 years old.
Sorry, Randall. I was going to ask Meta, so sorry about that.
So 34 times 2 is 68. So
he's Vision said he was.
He's very close to being 3 times older than she is.
Yeah, see that's way too old.
2 times older than her plus 20 years.
So Vision said his official age is 88.
Yeah.
See, I mean, you can admire a woman because Jennifer, she's very beautiful, but
I think Jack is pedigree. He deserves any woman he wants.
I mean, he's a great actor, but Randall, that's crazy that he has not acted since
2010. That's a long time.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one time I watched an interview with Macaulay Culkin, and he said he didn't act until, after Richie Rich. I think he was like 13 or 14, and I saw an interview with him, I don't know, a couple of years ago. He married some Chinese woman, and now they have a kid, and they're married, and I was like, oh, cool, well, I wish you luck. And he said, I didn't act after Richie Rich for like a good 10, 15 years, and then his next film after Richie Rich was when he played a disabled person, like it was kind of like a Christian kind of church comedy where he's in a wheelchair and he's the brother and two Christian guy or something. It's called Saved, I think. But he did that one, and then he did the one where he dressed in drag and they were like doing crazy things at a nightclub or some bullshit like that. But that was a long time. He didn't act for like 10 or 15 years. So I'd like to see Jack Nicholson back, but that's a long time.
Well, he's probably been getting just shit offers, you know. Like there's a lot of bad writers out in Hollywood now.
Well, Randall, there's a difference. There's a difference between getting like shit projects and then just not working. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a big actor like Jack Nicholson, I would take a break if I got burnt out, but I wouldn't take a 15-year, break. Like a break for me would be like, hey, I make enough money. I'm gonna take 3 years off and just do all my passions and just hang out with my friends and family. And then after that 3 years is up, all right, time to get back to work. But 15 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
But
maybe you retired.
I mean, he is 88, so he could have done that. I don't know. I should ask. Hang on. Let me ask Meta if he's retired. She'll know. Hey, Meta. Is Jack Nicholson just taking a break from acting, or is he actually retired?
Good question. Jack Nicholson hasn't officially announced his retirement from acting, but he hasn't been actively working on films either. According to his friend and producer, Lou Adler, Nicholson is doing whatever he wants to do, and his ex-partner, Laura...
I mean, and he absolutely can do whatever he wants, but... Yeah, I don't know, Randall, just some things that people say about me, it just bugs the hell out of me. Like, how in the world is me fact-checking myself? Because I don't want to lie. I absolutely don't want to lie. I want to be 100% honest with the fans. So I'm like, I think it's totally okay to ask Meta and fact-check something, especially if you're not 100%. Like, I think I'm 100% right, but I'm like, well, let me ask Meta.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then Walter's like, oh, that's funny. How in the world is that funny? It's not funny whatsoever. It just baffles me. Yeah. So I had to block him because he was really giving me some shit tonight, I'm sure I'll unblock him soon, but I need a break from good old Walter because I'm just like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm like, that's not funny. I don't like you making rumors. I'm not always the butt of a joke. It's really getting fucking old, man,
Well, you know what my good boy Quentin Tarantino likes to say,
Oh,
right?
You said Quentin. I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear this. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
My good boy Quentin Tarantino said, the less apt a man is to make declarative statements, the less apt he is to look foolish in retrospect.
There you go.
Yeah.
It just is, I'm like, I don't mind joking. I don't mind joking around. But not all the time. I'm like, and it's just disrespectful. I'm like, so they think, like, they can just fool around, and they'll probably discuss it for weeks on end in the Discord, because that's just how they are. But I'm being serious. I don't mind joking around sometimes, but every single time I'm the butt of the joke, and I'm like, it gets fucking old. And I'm like, I don't mind joking around sometimes. And then Walter just blew it off like it was nothing. And I'm like, it is something, And I wasn't trying to be a dick. I just called him on his shit. I'm like, no. I never gave anyone a look. And then I wrote to Liz. You don't know who Liz is, Randall, because you haven't been in the Discord in a while. She's very nice. Liz is very nice. But I said, no, Liz, I never had a private discussion with Tina, and I wasn't mean to her. I didn't tell her to go away. I would never say that to her because she's a wonderful lady. So, yeah. It is what it is. But anyway, I want to get back to the fans because I don't want them to think like I...
But Fears, check this out. Look at me. You ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead, buddy. There you go.
Blue Steel.
Oh, for a minute, Randall, I was like, what the hell is Randall doing? Well, I haven't seen Blue Steel in quite a while, Randall,
It's not a movie, Fears.
No, I know what it is. Oh. It's Derek Zoolander's, look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just haven't seen Blue Steel in a while, and I was like, I know what Randall's doing, but I haven't seen it in a while, so it took me a minute, and I was like, oh yeah, Blue Steel. but they're all the same. Like Blue Steel, Ferrari, Magnum. They're the same fucking thing. And then like Will Ferrell like goes fucking nuts. Doesn't anyone notice? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. And then all of a sudden he like turns around, saves the Prime Minister's life. What is it? A dagger, Randall, that like almost goes into his face. And then he's
shuriken, yeah.
And a ninja star or whatever, and he stops it with the power of his mind, and then everyone's like, "Dear Lord, it's gorgeous, Magnum," you know. And then he's like, then his dad, his actual dad, Randall, like plays that like producer guy. He's like, "Yeah, baby, yeah, that's what I've been looking for." That movie's fucking hilarious, Randall. You ever seen this?
I like the part when he does the merman commercial.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, "You're a fucking mermaid!" And he goes, "Merman! Merman!"
Yeah, it's great.
Runs off.
Oh, Ben Stiller. I mean, Ben Stiller is a genius for making that character. Fucking genius.
That needs to be a character in Fierce Man. Ben Stiller.
Well, I'm tired, Randall. I meant to say Ben Stiller. You know what I meant. Have you seen the sequel yet?
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. The first one's way better. I mean, that's with all sequels. Because sequels, they're always trying to out-top the first one. And you can't out-top the first one. Like, Derek Zoolander.
I was really attached to the actress from the first one, and I didn't like that they replaced her with Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, well, that's the first actress that Derek Zoolander falls.
She was on Hey Dude for Nickelodeon.
She was on Hey Dude, but that's Ben Stiller's actual wife.
Oh yeah,
that's his actual wife, and he also put her in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
So that's his actual wife. So I don't know how he met. She played.
Do you think she dodged his balls?
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
I said that.
Oh, I thought someone said in the chat. I thought someone said
That's a good one, right? Yeah.
That was definitely a good one, Randall. That was definitely a good one.
I'm like so drunk right now, Fears. I'm like,
you're not drunk. You're not drunk, Randall. That was a good one.
I'm not drunk.
Randall, you've never. Well, you've had alcohol, but
drinking is against biblical law.
You've had alcohol before, Randall. But when did you actually try?
No, I've had less than 8 ounces of alcohol in my entire
But you've
life.
tried it. When was the last time you tried it?
1995.
Okay. Well, see, I admire that, Randall. I remember
I drank a little bit, and I said, "This tasted like shit." And they say beer is an acquired taste, and with all the shit that comes along with beer, I would rather not acquire it.
Yeah.
know?
And I'll be honest, I don't drink a lot. I only drink.
I've never been drunk, actually.
Well, good for you. Good for you. And I mean that. Like but I'll be honest, I don't drink a lot these days. I only drink on special occasions.
Yeah.
On special occasions. Like birthday,
like
Christmas.
8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
That's not true, Randall. That's not true whatsoever. Not at all. Not at all.
I'm joking.
I know. Only on special occasions, buddy. Anyway, I'm going to let you go because I need to get back to the fans. I didn't intend to talk this long, buddy, but it's good catching up, man. And like I said...
You didn't intend to talk this long. Fierce, you're on a podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to get back to the audience, you know, and
oh yeah, I see.
Don't start guilt tripping me, Randall.
The audience, whatever, man.
I knew it, Randall. I knew he was gonna try to guilt trip me.
Don't even go there, Fierce. Don't even go there.
Here we go, Randall. Oh God.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, go to your precious audience, Fierce.
God, here we go. Did you just say my precious audience? They are my audience, Randall. I mean, what else do you want me to call them, you know?
Call them my precious. My precious.
I just call them the fans. I just call them the fans, Randall. No, it's also getting late, Randall. I mean, it's 12 and I haven't talked about one topic yet, so.
Oh, it's 12. I'm up past my bedtime.
There you are. There you go. No, we'll definitely hang out soon, Randall. We will.
We're hanging out now, Fears. Yeah.
No, I meant like we'll physically hang out soon, buddy. Randall, your computer's not frozen. I know it. You've done that joke too many times. Remember you called me on the boy that cried wolf, you do the same thing too, because I'm always trying to get you, and you're like, you know what, Fears? One of these days I'm not going to believe you, and then you cried wolf. You cry wolf all the time, buddy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway.
No, I just pretend that the computer's frozen. Yeah.
But you have cried wolf before. I mean, I've done it before, too. And
I've never cried wolf, Fears.
I don't know about that, Randall. Come on.
Ever, never.
That's not true, Randall. That's not true. That's not true. Anyway. Well, it was fun hanging out, man. It was fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, either we'll hang out before my trip or after. And you've wanted to hang out. Just you've been busy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really am glad that your mom's feeling better and there's nothing wrong, buddy, because that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean,
it was scary for me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, taking your mom to the hospital. I mean, that's some heavy shit, man. That's crazy.
He hasn't had something like this in like 9 or 10 years.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm glad she's feeling better.
Scary.
I'm glad she's feeling better, buddy.
Yeah.
But hey, why don't you call me after the show's done and we'll talk more.
All right.
All right, I'll see you later.
Piers, why don't you go eat some fucking carrots?
I will, Randall. I will eat my carrot, Randall.
No, you tell me to back off. I'll do whatever the hell I want to do. Because my spirit as the animal is the cat. And we do what we want, when we want, with whoever we want to do it.
Randall, I'm the fucking Fears man. I make shit happen. I do that all the time. So, eat that, Randall.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Fine, I'm out of here.
Peace out, Randall.
Later,
have a good one, Randall. Call me later. Get the fuck out of here, Randall. Randall's great. I love it. Oh, Lord. That's awesome. Oh, Lord. Lord. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see. I said hello to Sega. Got rid of some idiot troll called Be Quiet. Let's see here. Oh, where did I leave off? Steven said hello, and then Lantern said hello. What's up, Lantern? And Steven says, when it comes to Star Wars, I'm a huge nerd. Oh, yeah, me too. Well, Steven, you missed a hell of a convention yesterday, buddy. The convention was fan-fucking-tastic. It was pretty good. Pretty good. What's up, Lantern? Lantern says, shout out to the chat. Thanks for that super chat, Randall. Like it up, folks. Show some support. Lantern's definitely going nuts in the chat, as always. Lantern says, all right now, Visions. Howdy, Visions. Vision says, well, howdy, Lantern. Tina says it was raining over at Dave's mom's house earlier. It's been, like I said, Tina, if you're still here, it's been raining almost all day. And then when it wasn't raining, it was like kind of drizzling here and there. And I would have started the live like at 8:39, but the power shut off for like 10 minutes. It came back on. And I thought, well, I'm going to wait a little bit until the rain stops, because what if I started the live and then the power goes out again and then no live? So I was like, let me just wait a little bit. So, yeah. We was over the other side of Orlando. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I hope you guys had fun. Dave says, yo, just got out of the D chat. What's up, Dave? I know you've been here for a while. Lantern says, howdy, Dave. Vision says, I don't remember everything, but I'm pretty sure I was bench pressing 500 pounds that day. That's pretty impressive, Visions. Pretty impressive. The last time I bench pressed, I think it was like around 100 pounds. It's in one of the live streams. Because I haven't done bench press in a while. Let's see. Bukaki says my goal is 6. You know, wow, that's a lot, Bukaki. Damn. Well, I wish you luck. What's up, Larry? Good to see you. I'm trying to. I thought Randall was. No, he's not Jewish. He's Jehovah's Witness. So yeah, it's like Wedding Crashers, except they didn't get chicks. I mean, pretty much. So I was like, I'm actually going to tip my hat to Randall. I'm like, I've never crashed a wedding. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Fears may be Jewish. Nah. Triple says, how you doing, Mr. Lantern? let's see, $50. What do you need $40 for? 30 is a lot. I can't believe you want 20. How about? Yeah, exactly. He's also 88, probably having a good time laying down on top of various. That's true, Visions. It's very true. It's very true. I like Party Monster. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it is a good movie. I have seen it though, Bukaki and Visions. Vision says the Party Monster was good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Not too shabby. I'm trying to catch up here. Bukaki says, that's right. Oh, yeah. What's up, Liz? Howdy, Liz. Good to see you, Tina. Good to see everybody. All right, I'm all caught up. All right, well, it's good hanging out with Randall. Good hanging out with Sega. All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to rate my new coffee. So it was very chocolatey. It was very good. And again, I wasn't trying to be a dick in the Discord. Just, it gets old. Every joke, I'm the butt of the joke. And I'm just not going to put up with rumors, and I'm not going to be... I don't mind joking around, but I don't have to be the butt of the joke. I'm like, have a joke with Lantern. Have a joke with Larry. I don't always have to be the butt of the joke. You know, it gets real fucking old sometimes. All right. So, yeah. So, Black Rifle Coffee Company. Let's see, dark chocolate. It was good. It was very chocolatey. So, very strong. Lots of chocolate in it. Good taste. I'm going to give it a... And it was their Halloween edition. So, Halloween edition from last year. Coffee doesn't go bad, so I just kept it in my shelf. And I kind of forgot that it was in my shelf because I had it on the top shelf. And I found it today, and I was like, I'm going to try that coffee. So, Halloween edition from 2024. Let's see. Very strong, good taste, Halloween edition, lots of chocolate. Dark chocolate. I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it a 9.8 out of 10. I will definitely enjoy the rest of it, and I would for sure order it again. Probably this year around Halloween they'll have an even newer one though. The bag, great artwork. Great artwork. Love the army stuff mixed with the skeleton, the Grim Reaper, death. Love the army / death look. I would recommend it. There we are. Okay. Yeah, what's up, Randall? I have to check if this is actually Randall, because I have blocked fake Randalls before. Let me check this and see if this is actually Randall. So, yeah. Okay, good. It's actually Randall. I just wanted to make sure. What's up, Randall? No, I didn't, Randall. I never came up with that. No, Randall. I hate the Ghostbusters 2016. No. No. So they should have had some writers on that, Randall. Again, why remake a classic, Randall? They should have never made that, ever. So yeah. I'm writing Randall right now saying, don't even bring up Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2016. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth, Randall. 2016. Down the toilet. Down the toilet. Ugh. Again, why remake a classic? The first one's just fine. All right. Let's start with this one. Recommended by my friend Visions. It's a pretty good watch, buddy. Pretty good watch. And I know you said it was one of your favorites, Visions. I don't think it was your favorite movie, but you said it was one of your favorites. So let's start with this. So Robot. Joust. I did order the shirt, buddy. I ordered that one. Oh, God, I'm trying to remember my order. If I get it wrong, I apologize. I ordered the Robot Joust shirt, the pizza one, some stickers, and then a mug or something. So, yeah. Plus, Visions is cool. I'm sure he'll throw in an extra goodie. He always does. And he always surprises me. So, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I enjoyed it. It had everything. It had a few laughs. It had some sci-fi in it. There was some great battle sequences. Some people died, so it's got some horror aspects to it. But I would classify it as a sci-fi action adventure thriller. So yeah, it's a sci-fi action adventure thriller. And I'm going to give it was a solid watch. I definitely enjoyed it. And you know, I'll be honest, Vision, I didn't even mind the, you could totally tell the animation, for the time, it was probably really good, but now in 2025, you can see the jerkiness, of the animation, but I think they did a pretty good job, back in the 80s. So it was definitely pretty good. I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. I didn't fall asleep today. I accidentally fell asleep last night. Not because the movie was boring, just I was trying to get a nap in before work. So yeah. Don't even go there, Liz. Don't even go there. I'm not really in the mood tonight, so don't even go there. Because I've already discussed that with you. So, yeah. So, sci-fi action adventure thriller. It was a solid, good watch. I definitely enjoyed it. I've already met one of the actors, and I interviewed Gary Graham, which plays the starring role. And he's a very good actor. He's acted in a lot of things. But my favorite thing was him as the in Star Trek Star Trek Enterprise, excuse me. He played Vulcan, what was his name? He was like a high master Vulcan on that. And he was really good as a Vulcan. So that's my favorite thing. But I'd have to say this is my second favorite thing that he's been in Visions. He's a great actor. So I'm going to put down I have met and interviewed and that interview is on the main channel. And it's an old interview. I think I met him at one of my buddy Dave's contamination conventions. And it was like 2014, maybe 2015. So I think even before I started live streaming, around that time. So if you want to check out that interview, it's on the main channel. So I met and interviewed Gary Graham. Because as soon as you told me about that movie, buddy, I was like, oh shit, I'm like, I know that guy. I'm like, I interviewed that guy. So yeah. What's up, Lantern? Well, Larry, every time I try to read your comment, you retract it. So that's on you, buddy. You got to give me some time to read it. Whatchamacallit. There you go, buddy. Oh, yeah, Lantern went nuts on that. Like, what's the name of it, Larry? What's the name of it, Larry? I'm like, Lantern, that's the actual name of the fucking candy bar. You know? So there it is. And Lantern didn't believe us. I was like, Bukaki, show him a photo. Thank God Bukaki or somebody showed him a photo. I can't remember who it was, but yeah. I was like, well, thank God somebody did. Lantern says, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Lantern, I'm going to do a classic Larry. Don't be starting that Christmas shit, Lantern. Oh, Lord. Don't even go there, Lantern. Yeah, but that's pretty funny, though. It's pretty funny. Hey, what now, Larry? Larry. There it is. So I've met and interviewed Gary Graham. Very nice guy. So very nice guy. Very nice guy. And he's funny. He's very funny. If you watch my old interview with him, I introduced myself. He's like, very nice to meet you. I shook his hand, and then he busted out right with a joke right off the bat, which I thought was funny. I said, Gary, tell me, why do you come to these shows and stuff? And he goes, money. And then I looked at him, and I kind of gave him a look like, that's an interesting, reply. And he was joking. And then he laughed, and then I started laughing. And then he told me the real reason why he comes. He said, no, he goes, it's for the fans. It's for the fans. And then I remember him saying something like, he goes, the money is good, but he goes, mainly appreciation for the fans. He goes, I'd be nowhere without the fans. And it was a great interview. I mean, really good. I was impressed. I was like, I told him, thank you so much for, letting me interview. I said, and back then my channel was even smaller than what it is right now. So I said, for you to go out of your way and for me to have an interview, and my channel's so little at the time, he's like, no worries. And he said, you're a very good interviewer. He said that, I believe he said that on camera and off camera. I believe I haven't watched the interview in quite a long time. So yeah, he said something like that. So it's a candy bar, Lantern. Those were good candy bars. Do they still make them, Dave? I haven't had one. I've had one before. I haven't had one in a while. Larry says, what is, Dave? Oh, whatchamacallit. Hang on. Let me see if they actually make the candy bar still, because I haven't had one in quite a while. Hey, Meta, do they still make the candy bar whatchamacallit?
Yes, they still make whatchamacallit candy bars. These bars are produced by the Hershey Company and consists of a milk chocolate coating covering a peanut-flavored caramel center with crunchy peanut butter crisps.
Okay, so they do. They do make them. All right, cool. Let's see, what else? What else can I talk about this? Let's see. Very nice guy. Good humor. Gary Graham definitely had some good humor when I interviewed him. Good humor. Very humble guy. Let's see, what else? For the time, the animatronics, the animation was good. But I'll be honest, Visions, I didn't mind the jerkiness of the animation, because that's all they had back in the 80s, until they did all the groundbreaking stuff for like Jurassic Park and all that. But the costumes were great. The sets were massive in this film. There's one scene where he's walking to the robot, and you just see a little bit of the legs of the giant robot and the big the big feet of the robot, and they're huge in the scene. And I'm like, well, they probably only built it to be about that high, but it looks real when Gary Graham walks past the big feet. I was like, damn, this set's huge. And then it goes on for miles, the set, and so the sets were massive and very impressive. So yeah, so impressive sets. Good costumes. The robots looked really cool. So, cool robots. So I can tell why you liked it so much, Visions. You know, when you were a kid. Visions did tell me. I hope you don't mind me saying this, Visions. It's not as cool when he watched it back now, rather than when he was a kid. And I wrote him and said, hey man, I enjoyed it, and he did. Visions, you said, oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Fears. I did. I really did enjoy it. I mean, with all its flaws and shit, it's still a decent sci-fi. It's still a good, decent sci-fi film. I would totally watch it again. It was very entertaining, which I'll write down. Very entertaining, very likable, very watchable. So very entertaining. I watched all the behind the scenes, and they filmed it in Texas, and I really enjoyed Gary Graham's interview about it, and he talked a lot about the last fight scene between him and I forgot the main character, the German guy. He said they did that. It looked like they were outside, but they did it on a set, and they put a bunch of dirt on a set to make it look like outside, and then they put in the robots later, and then they had a bunch of junk parts, on the ground. And he said when they were acting, he said if you stand a certain way, you can, fake a punch. And he said he accidentally clipped the guy, and they left that clip in of him accidentally clipping him. And then I thought Gary in the interview said, I thought he was going to get pissed, but he just kept on acting, and he pushed my head down into the fire pit. And then Gary said, I was getting a little nervous, but he goes, I kept acting, he kept acting. And finally the director said, cut. We got it. And then he just stood up. And Gary said, oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't really mean to clip you. And he goes, no, man. He goes, we were in the mode. We were acting. Everything's good. He goes, I understand accidents happen. Like, we're good. He goes, plus, it looked real because you actually hit me. And we're all good. It was a great take. So Gary said the actor took it quite well. And I was like, well, that's cool. I'm like, he did hit him, though. The very last one before he goes into the pit. All the other stuff was fake. But I was like, wow, he clocked him. And I was like, damn, okay. Let's see, I enjoyed the whole film. Let's see, let me pick two favorite scenes. So, probably, I'm trying to think of my two favorite scenes. I mean, the ending battle is great, where they say, why do we have to die? Why do we have to die? Like, it's pointless for us both to die. And then they kind of like do a fist bump at the end, and then it ends. And it ends quite abruptly, So the ending battle, I'd probably put the ending battle as my second favorite scene. So, ending battle. Probably my first one is when, my favorite scene is when you first meet Gary. He's like doing all the training and stuff for his next battle, and then that leads into the people climbing up this like metal mountain to get up through this red tube. That's a good scene too. But right when you first meet Gary Coleman's character, that's a great scene. Like he's training, and then they introduce him to some new trainees. that were like test tube babies, and they said these weren't born like we created these humans for a purpose and just for these battles and da 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 da. So yeah. So meeting the hero, that was a good scene. Meeting the hero, and then the whole concept of it, let me read it. It's actually, it doesn't remind me of, well, because in Mad Max, they had a nuclear holocaust and a whole bunch of things went awry, but it says 15 years after a nuclear holocaust, open war is no longer tolerated. The surviving nations have divided into two opposing superpowers, the market and the Confederation, who settled their disputes and differences by sending giant machines capable of battle on land, sea, and in the air into galactic combat. These colossal machines are piloted by trained champions, men and women, known as the robot joust. So yeah, so that's how they so you can't physically fight anyone. They're like, all right, you want to fight over who gets what state? You want to fight over these politics and all this other bullshit? They just do it in the future, and it doesn't really say if it's in the way future or the not too distant future. But by the look of the film, it looks like the way future. So yeah. So I thought it was really a really cool idea. It doesn't really say what year it takes place in, but let me ask Meta. It looks like it's in between the not too distant future and the way future. So let me see if Meta knows. Hey Meta, in the movie Robot Joust, what year does the film actually take place in?
The movie you're referring to seems to be Robot Jox, a film where giant robots fight each other in a futuristic setting. Unfortunately, I couldn't find information on the exact year the film takes place in. The plot revolves around territorial disputes between superpowers handled through robot battles, with a story focusing on a match for possession of Alaska. The film was released in 2014 in some places.
So it takes place in the future, but is it considered the way future or the not too distant future?
The movie Robot Jox is a science fiction film that takes place in a dystopian future.
Okay, so it's a dystopian future. Okay. So I'll put that down too. Dystopian future. But by the look of the film, I would say it's in the middle. It's not the way future, but it's not the not too distant future. It's in a mixture of that. So yeah, those are my two. But overall, it was a solid watch, Visions. It wasn't bad. It wasn't certainly like the most epic film, but it was very enjoyable. I appreciate the you referring it to me, buddy, and I enjoyed it. And I definitely it's definitely a good sci-fi film, and I'm glad I got it, and I will definitely watch it again. I'll probably watch this one again around Halloween time, because I always watch like all the Alien movies around Halloween time, and then like Predator and like Terminator and all the horror movies and stuff. But really good, and the machines kind of reminded me a little bit of Transformers, a little bit, the way they looked. And I'd say the best weapon on Gary Graham's robot was he had a laser that came out, and then the best one on the German guys, he was either German or Russian, I can't remember. He had this chainsaw that came out, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So definitely a solid watch. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Let me before I go to the restroom, let me catch up with the chat here. They're definitely having a big discussion on Gary Coleman for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see here. R.I.P. Gary Coleman. It's a candy bar lantern. Those were good candy bars. What is Dave? What are you talking about, Lantern? And that's an old commercial for that candy bar on YouTube. I love those whatchamacallums. Nothing like a good robot joust. Oh yeah, it was good, Bukaki. Now Bukaki, have you seen it? Have you seen that film? I'm just curious. Dave said there was no CGI. Yeah, it was cool. It was done with all practical effects, so that's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, I like CGI. I just don't like it in movies today where they over CGI it, where nothing in the film was real. I'm like, we watch movies today, or at least I do, to see real actors in it. Like when everything is CGI, it kind of takes away the magic of watching a movie. At least I think. So having practical effects is pretty cool, you know? Like in The Faculty, they used both CGI for the alien and then they used practical puppets for the alien, and it's a good blend. It's a good mixture. Because when I watch that today, I'm like, well, that's a CGI effect, that's a practical effect, but they didn't overuse it. I'm like, hey, that's a good balance. That's a good balance. So yeah. Is Tina blocked? No, Tina's not blocked. Let's see here. When did Gary Coleman pass away? I don't remember. Oh, there you go. Larry just said it for you, Tina. Yep. What are you talking about? Lantern? More like Robotech Pacific Rim. You know what, Dave? Gary, in his interview on the behind the scenes, he actually references Pacific Rim, and I've seen a bit of Pacific Rim, but not all of it. And is it any good, Dave? Is Pacific Rim any good? Because the stuff I saw, I only saw a couple of scenes, and it looked okay, but I haven't had a chance to watch the whole movie. So yeah, but Practical Puppets and Effects sounds like the name of a band. I guess, kind of, Liz. Kind of. Tina says, I'm still here. Oh, I just want to make sure, Tina. Because it had been a while since I talked to the fans, because I didn't intend to talk to Randall that long. But it's been so long since me and Randall have talked. I mean, we try to talk at least once a week just to catch up. But Randall's been busy. I've been busy. And when I get some time, I'm definitely going to go hang out with him. Dave says, yes, it was good. I'll go check it out, Dave. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Just go ahead and study a little bit of Star Wars. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Oh, there we are. Ooh. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Oh, Mama Tate's here. Mama Tate, yes. What's up, Mama Tate? All right, let's see here. Let's see. Dave says yes. Yeah, Larry, I didn't say it that way. I said Pacific. So don't even go there. You sleep in a. Oh wow. Mama Tate says, "Hey, what's up? I'm still here. He's not in trouble. Well, that's good." And Tina, I want to let everyone know I was not mad at you whatsoever. Tina, I think you're a wonderful new friend. I was very nice to you the whole time. I just didn't like what some people were saying in the Discord. And I mistook a simple joke. I thought I was just coming to your defense, Tina. But Tina, let everybody know. I never once said, hey, get away from me. I never once had a discussion with you. I never once gave you a bad look, as someone said I did. And I just don't like, I'm always the butt of the joke, Tina. And they take it too far sometimes. And I don't mind joking around sometimes. It doesn't have to be every single time. And they make rumors up. And now Walter is butthurt, I guess, because I called him out. He did lie. He said that I gave you a look, which I never did in a million years. And then Liz said that I had a discussion with you about, hey, keeping like a certain feet away from me. And I was like, that's a total lie. Never did that in a million years either. So I don't like when people make rumors because it'll start trouble. And I was very nice. And then once Dave told me about, that you like to not miss anything, I was like, I get it. I understand. And I said, she's in the blog. And I said, I'll get her in the live. Just sometimes I like to go off by myself and film some stuff. And I didn't want to be rude, Tina. So that's why I said, hey, I'm going to go over here and film for a little bit. But don't worry. I said, I'll meet up with you and Dave here in a little bit. So you didn't do anything wrong, Tina. I just like to film by myself sometimes, and I was like, well, I don't want to hurt Tina's feelings because that's the last thing that I want to do. So, but some people are going to talk and I can't help what they say, Tina. So, but I think you're a wonderful person, Tina, and I'm glad that I'm your friend. I'm glad that I'm Dave's friend, and I didn't say anything bad about you. Not at all. So, yeah. Go to bed, Mama Tate. Tomorrow's bingo. Yeah, Walter's giving me a hard time. And he said it's a harmless joke. And the reason why I got upset with Walter is because he's not taking it seriously. I don't mind joking around sometimes. But I'm always the butt of the joke. And that gets so fucking irritating. Then, he called me dense. He called me not smart, which is completely... One, that's unacceptable. Two, I didn't call him dense and not smart. So he took it out way he was way out of line. And I'm not gonna have somebody bully me. And he called me soft, and I'm like, I'm not soft whatsoever. I'm like, I just get sick and tired of people's shit sometimes, and I have to stand up for myself, And he didn't like that I called him. And I hate to call him out again. Everyone. Or not everyone, the trolls, they like saying, Fierce, you lied. But when you call them out on a lie, they don't like it. Well, obviously, I called him out. I was 100% right. And he did not like that I called him out. And now he's butthurt. So, yeah. No, I didn't, Visions. No, I did not. And people are taking this so lightly. And I don't like that either. It's very hard to be the butt of the joke every single time. I don't like it. I don't mind playing around and kidding around sometimes, but eventually I'm like, well, nobody takes me seriously. I'm like, I shouldn't have to be the butt of the joke every single time. So they can talk and they can say whatever the hell they want, but I'm being serious. It gets old after a while. It really does. So let's see. Tina said, you didn't say anything to me or give me any looks. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. But apparently they think I did, you know? So, and I just thought it was, and the reason why I came to your defense, Tina, is whether they were joking or not, I thought it was disrespectful to say that about Dave's wife. And they said, oh, it's a joke, Fears, it's a joke. Well, it's a bad joke. You shouldn't make fun of someone's wife, you know, whether it's a joke or not, you know? So, anyway. And then I called out Liz, but then once Liz explained it to me that it was just a joke, I said, okay. I said, well, maybe I'm wrong then. I said, I was just trying to come to the aid of a friend, you know, because I get made fun of a lot. I don't know why, you know, I'm not really that special, you know, I'm just a guy, you know, but they like make fun of every little detail, and it just gets fucking old after a while. It really does. So, yeah, I'm going to call Dave, see what he's been up to. Because Dave was at the con, and we had, how many live streams did I do yesterday? I did 2 at the show, 1 on Atomic Horror, and then 1 last night. So I did 4. Yo, what's up, Dave?
Yo.
How you been, man?
Not bad.
Dude, this crazy weather we've been having, man. It rained, not all day, but almost all fucking day. Oh, my God. So, yeah, I told Larry I don't mind calling in. Most of the show I've been doing by myself, but Larry wants to do like a full panel. Larry wants to do a full panel like we did on Lantern's show, because that was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. So I don't know when this week, either this week or next week. I want to get all the guys, or I don't know if I can get all the guys in, because I think if you pay for StreamYards, I think Bukaki and Visions told me you get 10 on. But if you just do the free plan like I do, I think you can get, it's like 6 or 8 people on. So I'll try to, whenever we do the panel, I'll try to get as many people on there as I can. And
I'm ready for the next time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Oh, nice. Where'd you get that mask?
I got it at a convention.
A recent convention?
About a year ago.
Okay. Now, that mask is from that TV show. What's that TV show called?
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
It's the controller.
I love that show. I've only seen a couple episodes. I know they film it in what, Japan or China or
Korea.
Oh, they film it in Korea.
I think it's Korea.
So,
right, James? Squid Games, Korea.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, James?
Hey.
Hey, James. Vision said it in my live, and I'm also going to say, you missed a hell of a show, man. He said James was missing out. And I was like, I wanted James to be there. I'm like, you were totally missing out, man. I mean, I know your dad said you walked home and you were tired or something, but hope you can make it to the next convention, man. It was so much damn fun.
Yeah, also that night, I watched the first Scream movie.
Oh, did you like it? Was that your first?
How do you rate it?
It was actually a really good movie, so I would say a 10.
You gave it a 10 for
Nice.
Yeah.
So, wait, was that your first time watching Scream?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. I mean, the first, some of the sequels suck, but I would give the first Scream a 10 too. You know, especially with the twist ending at the end and all that crap.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wouldn't really call it, because he hasn't watched any of the traditional slashers like Halloween, Jason, Freddy.
Yeah.
The original slasher ones.
I pretty much.
Really? Oh, wow.
So he's got Scream, so now we've got to introduce him to the.
Wait, so.
Actually, start him off with Psycho.
Oh, Psycho's a good one.
We're going to start him off with the original Psycho
So,
one.
it's none of my business. Can I ask? I wasn't allowed to watch horror until I was like 16 years old. Like, did you guys want to wait for James to like why couldn't he watch them back in the day?
That's actually been his choice.
Oh, his choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the time, like when I was young and everything, I didn't like horror movies.
He walked in while I was watching Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
I've got that over there, Dave. I've got that one. I just haven't had time to watch it. I'm trying to get through the whole pile.
It is an excellent. It's an excellent movie.
Yeah.
I actually met the guy who wrote it, the screenplay, and actually is the grave robber in the movie.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
He wrote it. He plays one of the parts in it.
Wow.
He got discovered because he was performing it in a coffee house there in L.A.
Okay.
When the future director for Saw came in and saw him doing it.
Isn't that
and
cool?
When I become big, I want to produce this. And so after they saw, he came back to Terrence the Dentist and said, "Okay, let's make this."
Mm-hmm. Isn't it cool? Like, you'll see like an actor or director or whoever in one thing, and that always amazes me. Like, I forget that actor. What's that actor that was in Star Trek and Reanimator? He was also in Robot Joust.
Jeffrey Combs.
What is it?
Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah, he played.
He's also in that other movie you've got that I put on your list, Dr. Mordred.
Oh, I haven't got to that one yet, but I will. Like
He's the lead character in that one.
So he played a minor part in Robot Joust. He was like it was in the crowd scenes, and they were watching the battles.
Yeah.
And one guy points to him and says, "Hey man, I bet you that Achilles is gonna win." He's like, "Oh no." He goes, "My money's on the Russian guy." Is it Russian or German? I forget.
Yeah, I believe well, you have both the Russians and the Germans in Robot Joust.
Yeah, the guy in the yellow and black, was he Russian?
I'll bring that up for you as well to watch.
Was he? He was a Russian, right? The guy in the yellow and the black.
Russian, but earlier on, it was the Germans.
Okay, so at the beginning of the film, it was the Germans in the snow battle, right?
Yeah, the Germans and Russians, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Americans versus the other two countries.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the film, where you hear the narrator say, 15 years after the atomic wasteland and the battles and all that, they did this to control Alaska, and you just see robot parts everywhere. So that was the Germans, and then when he fights the guy at the end, that guy, the guy in the yellow and the black, he's Russian. Okay, I just couldn't remember it all, but yeah. But I saw Jeffrey Combs in the in the crowd scenes, and I'm like, he plays an Andorian in Star Trek Enterprise. So is Gary Coleman in that as
and Deep Space Nine as Wayland with the Vorta.
Yeah, he played a couple of characters in Deep Space Nine. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the only person that's played more characters in Star Trek is the Howard brother.
Oh, what the hell is it?
Howard.
What is it? What is it in?
Clint Howard.
Clint Howard. He's one of my favorite like horror movie / sci-fi actors. He was in the original. Yeah. He plays a young like space alien.
Baylock.
Yeah, he plays a young space alien kid in the original, and they gave him a bald cap or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he must.
This is Tranya.
Yeah. Oh, I know absolutely what episode you're talking about. And he looked like he was. I don't know. He looked like he was 7 or 8 in that. So maybe even younger than that. I have no idea. I took a guess. But between Jeffrey Combs and Clint Howard, they played so many Star Trek characters. And Clint Howard is the only actor to be in every single version of Star Trek. I haven't seen the news. Yeah, he's been in every single one of them. He played in the newest one, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. He played 2 different characters. He did, I think, 2 characters in season 1. He did 1 or 2 different characters in season 2, and then they just finished season 3, and I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray because I loved season 1 and season 2 of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. It's supposed to take place right before Captain Kirk takes over. It's the adventures of Captain Pike before Captain Pike gets hurt, and then he gets scarred, and he's in that futuristic wheelchair where the wheelchair goes around his body. You just see from the neck up, you know? It's literally like from the neck up, like, and he just uses like his
delta radiation.
Yeah, he uses his like eye blinks to move his wheelchair because his whole body has got like radiation burns and his face, and you see that in the original. So and so when I saw him in that, I'm like, I bet you he's in season 3 because they haven't put season 3 out on Blu-ray yet. But Jeffrey Combs has been like, I'll be honest, Dave, you know more about Star Trek than I do, and I know a lot. Clint Howard's got more roles than Jeffrey Combs, right? Because Jeffrey Combs has been in it in almost every single thing.
Jeffrey Combs is a young actor compared to Clint Howard.
Yeah, because he's almost been in every, like, heck, Jeffrey Combs was even in Star Trek: The Next Generation. He played a couple Klingons.
Yes.
And then he played what else? He played Klingons, and what else did he play in Next Gen?
Mostly alien.
It was he played a couple of aliens.
At least one of them.
Yeah, he played. I don't know if he was in every season of Star Trek Generation, but over the course of the 7 years of that show, he played. I know for a fact he played two different types of Klingons, two different characters of Klingons. He played one kind of an old man kind of Klingon. Then he played like a young warrior Klingon that was like one of Worf's like best friends or some shit. Then he played a whole bunch of different aliens. So yeah,
it's like Armin Spermer.
Yeah.
Has played multiple.
Oh yeah, a lot of them
in the original series.
Yeah,
and then reprised about 3 different Ferengi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's another thing he did. He played. Jeffrey Combs played a. He played a
Ferengi.
He played a Ferengi in Deep Space Nine. He played the guy. Yep. He played a guy that was like he wanted basically like Quark's
adversary.
Yeah. He played Quark's adversary, and he goes, Quark, no matter what you do, I'm gonna be a better Ferengi you. I'm gonna take all your money. I'm gonna take all your mother's money. Like I'll have your business. And Quark basically said, "The hell with you. That's never gonna happen." And he goes, "All right, yeah, we'll see. We'll soon see. We'll soon see who has the last laugh." But then they kind of became buddies a little bit, kind of at the end. Remember that? But it doesn't look like Jeffrey Combs because he's got so much damn makeup on. And I was like, wow. I was like, that's good. Anyway, I wanted to call you, man. I mistook a joke, and I
read it.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure. So you read the whole thing. I never once.
I got an alert on the Discord.
But it wasn't for me.
About,
it wasn't for me because.
No, it was actually on the Discord itself.
Okay, good.
And I went to the top and read down.
Because I have to. I'll be honest.
And I actually got a policy from everyone.
Okay, good. So I just want people to know that I did not alert you. Because I've lied a couple times, I have to regain my fans' trust back, and I've been trying not to lie at all. And it was stupid to lie in the beginning because I would get embarrassed about certain things in the past, and then I would lie. So the only reason why I brought it up is I thought they were making fun of Tina, and I'm like, I never once gave Tina an evil look or whatever type of look, and I never had a discussion.
Hang on. Actually watching at the same time you were filming.
Okay, good.
And I pointed out, Tina, you were hovering. Just be aware of that. So.
And the only reason why I said that she was hovering in the live is because I was like, how do I go off and film by myself without hurting my friend's feelings?
Offending her.
And I'm like, I said, the last thing I want to do in the world is offend her. But I was like, I want to go off and film some stuff by myself. And then, because I had gotten a lot of you and Tina in the vlog. And I was like, I want to get some, I said, I want to get some of the show in the vlog. I want to talk about the show. And it's okay if I vlog with my friends. Just sometimes I like to film by myself talking about a certain thing about the thing. And I said, there's no way that I'm going to come out and just say it to her face. Like, hey, you need to leave me alone for an hour. I'm just not that type of person. I could not do that. So what I really said was, it's in the live. I said, hey, that's cool. I said, I'm going to go over here and film for a little while. I'll meet up with you and Dave. I thought that would be a nice way to do it. So I just didn't.
And that was actually a very polite way.
Yeah, I was.
I also gave her a heads up about that.
Yeah, and then you came.
I told her that she's still learning the YouTube video etiquette.
Well, it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with the YouTube etiquette. I don't care if she's in a.
Well, for her, she's new to it.
But my thing is
when filming live.
My thing is, I don't care about the YouTube etiquette. You guys can be in whatever scene you want. Just some scenes, I just want to, like I didn't know that she was a person that hovers, and you even came up to me and said, "Hey, John, if you need like a breather, just come and tell me," which I did, and you said she does it to me. She does it, and once you said she has a problem with how'd you define it?
FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. I said, that's totally fine. I said, I don't want her to miss out on anything because the fans love Tina. The fans love you. I loved yesterday. Yesterday was so much fun. I had a blast.
And she had fun.
And I'm glad that you and her. I'm glad that you and her had a blast.
She located for you.
The other thing why I brought somebody is people make up so much shit about me, and when you make up rumors, it starts shit. And I hate it. Yeah. They can call me out that I'm a liar, but the minute I called out Walter, his butt got so sore. Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do. I'm like, yes, you did. And he's all butthurt about it. And then I don't like when. And then I don't like it when someone calls me soft because I'm not soft. Then he called me not smart. I'm like, well, that's not true. I'm like, I have 2 degrees from college. I'm a pretty smart guy. So I'm like, don't act like I'm a fucking child or some shit, and they get too comfortable sometimes. I'm like, watch your fucking mouth. Yeah, I'm like, I'm a human being with feelings, just like everybody else is a human being with feelings. And whether it's a joke or not, I came to Tina's defense because I'm like, I don't think Tina would like that. I don't think Dave would like that. And then outrageous rumors, they said that I had an actual talk with Tina. I'm like, nope, never did that in a million years. Because I would never directly go up to someone and say, "You're annoying. Leave me the fuck alone." I would never do that.
Nope.
So I was flabbergasted.
They are aware that you do need time. Look what happened when you accidentally interrupted the guy that was talking about making a deal for a table.
Yeah. That was my fault.
Completely accidental.
Yeah, that was my fault. Like, I didn't even tell the fans that, but I will tell them that. Yeah, I will tell them this. Yeah, I apologize to him. I'll tell the fans that right now. I was filming with Dave and Tina. We were walking down the aisle, and I was just trying to get everyone. So I had the phone like this. I was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Everyone was cool with it except for one guy, but he wasn't a dick about it. So I'm walking down. I was like, "Hey guys, wave." They're like, "Oh, cool, it's live." And then I tapped someone. I said, "Hey man, haven't seen you in a while." And he just went, "Oh hey man, hey, what's up? I'm trying to do a deal here." And I could tell he was a little annoyed, but he wasn't a dick about it. I could tell that he was annoyed. So I quickly went, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know that you were in the middle of the deal." He went, "Nope, it's all right. No problem." He goes, "I'll say hi in a minute." He turned around, and I said, "I really do apologize." And then he said, "Don't worry about it." And then I went on, and then I came back, and then the guy even said, "Hey, I hope you don't think I was a dick." And I said, No. I said, "I didn't think you were a dick." I said, "I had no idea that you were in the middle." He goes, "Yeah, I was in the middle of a conversation." And he goes, "I was in the middle of a deal." He goes, "And I really wanted that object." He goes, "But I hope you don't think I was a dick." And I said, "I absolutely don't think you were a dick." So I was, so I said,
"You bought that guy's entire table."
Yeah. Oh, that's probably why he wanted. I couldn't believe that he bought the whole table. So he must have brought a shitload of money to buy an entire table. Do you remember, Dave?
He's that guy that had he's the guy that had those signed helmets.
Dave, do you remember? I went to the bathroom and I came back, and you're like, "Fears, you missed it." I was like, "Miss what?" And you're like, "Oh, he just bought the whole fucking table." I was like, "Get out of here!" I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Wow!" I'm like, "Man, that's crazy."
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
That's the guy that had all those helmets.
Yeah. I know exactly which guy you're talking about, and he usually is a nice guy, but the reason the way he acted was probably because he didn't want to spend a fortune on a whole table, and he was like, "Oh, well, I'm going to talk this guy down and get the best deal possible." Because I guarantee you, he probably spent more than $1,000 on that table. Because remember when we walked past it, Dave? There was a shitload of things on that table, and I was like,
yeah.
He spent at least $1,000, if not more. And I don't know how much he actually spent, because it wasn't my business how much he spent, but I was kind of curious. And you guessed, what was your guess, Dave? I remember we talked about it. I guessed anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. What was your guess? Remember I asked you yesterday?
What, for that whole table?
Yeah, for the whole table. I remember when I came out of the bathroom, I was like, "Oh, if he bought the whole table," I said, "I'm guessing it was around $1,000 or $2,000."
I think he probably paid maybe closer to almost $2,000.
Okay.
For the whole table, because he had over $3,000 worth of merchandise on that table.
Yeah, if not more, but yeah. Because I remember you said, "Oh, that's your guess, Fears. Here's my guess," and I just couldn't remember your guess. So you agreed. You said about 2,000. Yeah.
Yeah, he paid a pretty penny for what he got. But
just as you guys are my new friends, and I was like, well, I didn't want people in the community making fun of your wife. Because I've got my own problems. Like I have OCD. Everything has to be in its own perfect space in my house, and like I edit vlogs like 15 times, and I've got Crohn's stuff. I said, Tina's a very nice lady. I don't want people making fun of her. And so I misinterpret what they were doing. And then plus, I hate it when they make stupid rumors about me. I was like, I'm looking at it, and so then Walter denies it. And I'm like, you're such a fucking liar. Why deny it? I'm like, I can fucking read. You said that, he said that I, see, now I'm getting flabbergasted. He said that I gave her an evil look. And I'm like, no, I did not. And then he freeze framed a photo of the video, and I'm like, this is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, and I told him that was a Atomic Core, which is a very small store. So guess what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Liz said, I haven't even put up a thumbnail. I usually go like in real life streams. I usually give it a couple days because I do so many in real life streams. I'm like, all right, later I'll come back and I'll put my own thumbnail on, and then I'll fill in the description.
I was saying that was the thumbnail.
And until you pick a thumbnail, YouTube just picks one, unfortunately. And then I usually pick one later.
Yeah, it usually just freeze frames the part of the video.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So it had Tina way in the background, and then you know where Elvira's seat is. We were in that area, and then it had her way off in the distance. And I'm not trying to piss off Liz. Liz said that I had a conversation with her to keep your distance, and I was like, no, I did not. And then when you call them on it, they're like, well, we didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like, and I understand that they were joking, but I think it was in poor taste. That's me. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. So I didn't like that. And of course, when you call people out, they have this thing that they do. It's the sweet little angel act. I'm always the bad guy. They're always sweet little golden angels that never do anything wrong, ever. And it gets really old, really fast. So, and then I don't like when people make rumors about me, because ever since I've gotten on YouTube, I've had to stand up for myself, and I'm like, this is real, this is a bunch of horse shit. This is real, that's a rumor, that's a lie. So they just didn't like it, that I'm like, never gave her a look, never had a conversation, never did this, It just gets old. And then I don't always like being the butt of the joke sometimes. You know what I mean, Dave? That gets old really quick. It gets really old quick. Plus, you guys are new friends. And I even mentioned
new friends as family.
The what?
Yeah.
Tina treats new friends as family.
Yeah, and I love Tina for that. That's great.
Her nature.
And I didn't
That's
say,
her nature.
and I didn't want people thinking that I was rude to Tina because I was not. I loved our hangout yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason why we didn't
lunch is you got tired and wore out. We did a lot of walking around that.
It was a lot of walking. Yeah, and that's the only reason why we didn't go to lunch. And I'm trying to save money up for my my trip coming up. Right. And I was just like, you know what? I'm like, I spent a lot at Atomic Horror and Barnes and Noble. And I really shouldn't have spent. I really shouldn't.
Barnes and Noble.
And with all those movies, and I really shouldn't have spent that much. But I was like, all right, that'll be my last big splurge before I go on my trip. And
like I did there at the time with my.
Oh yeah, you spent a whole lot. How much? If you don't mind me asking, you bought 4 of those old toys, right, Dave? How much did you actually spend?
5.
Or 5? Excuse me, 5.
That one table alone was $180.
See, that's a lot.
Plus what Tina got at that table. Tina also, with her purchases, was probably about another. Let's see here. Probably about another 60 to almost 80.
Okay, so now we're over 200, and then you
another 45. I'm probably about almost 350.
All right, so 350 total. But also, you also got some new. Wasn't it? You said you bought some new frames to put things in.
Yeah, I got some off of Amazon. Some more frames.
So you bought those. You bought those before the con, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And those were like $20, or 20 of them.
Okay.
Okay, who's doing what?
Yeah.
Oh.
My pain meds.
No.
And then
I saw Visions.
What did Visions say? Oh, he erased again.
Visions is joking. Visions is joking. Because I would never hit a lady. I would never hit a lady. So I know he's joking around.
Oh yeah. He puts up and erases.
The what?
And I thought that was funny.
Jay saw it and thought it was funny.
Yeah, because he said, read the whole message out.
Hey,
I'm confused. What now?
Vision put up a message and erased it, but James read it.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
Funny. I don't remember from the top of my head, but
yeah, I was sticking up for you and said that you didn't do that.
Oh, I appreciate that, Vision. Yeah. Well, one, I would never hit a woman in general. 2, I especially wouldn't hit Tina because she's so nice. But I don't know. The thing I'm getting at today though is I don't mind joking around sometimes, but I'm always the butt of the joke, and hopefully after today they'll understand that. I get so sick and tired. I'm always the butt of the joke, always. And I'm like, I don't mind joking around sometimes, but it gets fucking old after a while. I'm like, go tell a joke to Lantern. Go tell a joke to whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't always have to be the butt of the joke. And I'm not mad. I would say I'm frustrated every single time I'm the butt of the joke. So I just wanted to make sure we were cool, Dave, because I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you, I would never insult you or James or any member of your family, especially Tina. And whatever rumors you hear about me, 99.9% of them are untrue, and I just get sick and tired of it.
Right.
And I hate
the thing is, if you can't talk with someone to settle the difference, there's a problem.
And I hate to call out Liz, but I thought that joke was in poor taste. Oh, I'm just joking, and they just throw it away all nonchalantly. And I'm like, what you did was wrong, whether it's a joke or not. I never had a private, intimate conversation with Tina and told her to go away. I certainly didn't give her an evil look, like Walter said. And I'm like, that just causes trouble. Then when you call them out on it, oh no, I didn't do anything. I'm an angel. I'm like, no, you are not. This is what you did. It was not right. And then, but it's okay for them. It's okay for them to, like, say, oh, I'm a terrible person, which I'm not. He lies about everything. Maybe I did back in the day, but I don't lie about everything now. You know? And you have to be perfect with these fucking people. And it just gets so old. And then Walter took it to a whole other level. Call me dense. Call me an idiot. And I'm like, I didn't call him an idiot. I didn't call him an idiot. I didn't call him dense. And so then he makes me out to be the bad guy. He makes me out to be the bad guy when all I was trying to do was just stick up for a friend. And I can take it.
He actually came back and said, I'm sorry to me.
Yeah, but what he did is he said sorry to you. Didn't say sorry to me. And he even said, oh, Fierce can't take a joke. And I'm like, yes, I can take a joke, but I won't put up with a straight-born lie. And he thinks me joking Fierce is not a lie. You lied. I did not give her an evil look. And he didn't like that I called him out on it. So, of course, he'll apologize to you, but he won't apologize to me. He would rather... He can't just swallow his pride, Dave. I've had to say sorry to a lot of people. He can't swallow his pride and say, you know what, Fierce, maybe I went a little bit too far. Yeah. He can't just say, you know what, Fierce, maybe I went a little bit too far. I'm sorry. You know? So, I don't expect an apology from him. And he forgets. I wrote this in, where is it? I wrote the entire book for him, right? And then he expects me to mail it to him after calling me dense and I'm an idiot and I'm this and that. Hell will freeze over before I send that book to him. It won't be for quite a long time until I get an apology. So they make me out to be this horrible person, and that I don't like. They make fun of me, and then 20 minutes later, oh, you gonna do a live? It's like I just get sick and tired of them, like not treating me with the respect that I deserve. I do so much for the fans, and then I get treated like shit. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I don't have to be the butt of the joke every single time. It's fucking old. Get over it, you know? Have a joke with Lantern. Have a joke with Sega for a little while. I don't always have to. It's just ridiculous. You know, and their little quips, you know, their little quips and their little smart-ass comments doesn't help. You know, but again, they can say whatever the hell they want. But I know I'm going to hear about this for a fucking month. I guarantee you. Watch it. They'll bitch, oh, Fears was this for a whole fucking month. All because I stood up for myself. It's just fucking old and it's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that we were cool, buddy. I'm going to get on with the rest of my stream, but I'm glad that Tina took it right, and I never meant any disrespect, and I'm sorry about the rumors. I really am. Because you, James, and Tina... Good. You, James, and Tina have been nothing but nice, and I appreciate your hospitality. When we went out for lunch that day, we had a great live playing pool and darts with James. It was so much fun, man. And then I had so much fun yesterday, you know. It just gets old after a while, but that's all I wanted to say, buddy. I know James wants to say something. Let him go ahead.
So, for me, I'm still trying to get used to the streaming since I haven't really done it in a long time.
Yeah.
And everything. And for me, I feel more like a introvert after like the COVID thing happened because I used to go outside a lot and I used to talk a lot to my friends in real life and everything. Mm-hmm. And go out a lot, but ever since COVID happened and everything, I've become more distant with my old friends. I've been playing video games a lot more, and I don't really talk as much as I used to.
Well, the thing is that's another thing I get made fun of, James, is I can't help it. I'm a very outgoing person, so I've heard trolls like, oh, God, Fierce talks a lot. I take a bad thing about me, because I do talk a lot, and I think what makes me such a good YouTuber is I can hold the conversation. Anytime I do an interview, sometimes interviewers get, like, strapped for questions. I'm like, I always prepare. I prepare all my shows. So I would just say turn a negative into a positive, my friend. Have you uploaded any content to your channel yet?
Through Twitch.
I did a stream of Genshin Impact on Twitch.
Good, good.
What?
Now I know I subscribed to your YouTube. Have you uploaded anything on that yet?
No, because I don't really do YouTube content because I don't really know how to upload anything.
Well, that's where you can.
Oh, your dad can show you. It's pretty easy, buddy.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. And you know what? I'm definitely proud of your dad, man. He definitely took my suggestion, giving each of his videos a nice and a unique title. Yeah, I'm sorry, title. Excuse me. I'm getting tired.
Brain fart.
So yeah, brain fart for sure, buddy. So your dad's gonna hit 50 subscribers pretty damn soon.
36.
Oh.
You're up to what, Dave?
36.
There you go. So you got 2 more subs. There you go. So you're getting there.
Yeah.
You're definitely getting there.
14 to go.
Yeah, man. That's cool. That's cool, man.
I was looking forward to you doing an IRL to see if the trolls try to interfere.
Yeah, because my dad.
Oh, today? No, I didn't do one today because.
I figured you were catching up on some rest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was a little tired from work, and I was a little tired from the convention, and then I didn't mean to fall asleep watching one of Vision's favorite movies.
You needed it.
I was just tired, and then I always set my alarm clock if I accidentally fall asleep before I have to go into work, so I don't miss work. So I had the alarm clock, and I fell asleep, and then it woke me up, and I was like, oh shit, it's 4. I gotta be at work at 4:30. Fuck. So I quickly did a shower, quickly threw on my my clothes, and then I was off. I said, oh fuck it, I'll watch it tomorrow. So I watched that. Then I was like, well, I haven't done any edits on the next Sega portion, so I'm like, I'll take 2 or 3 hours and edit that, and then Jeff wanted me to get the Star Wars one up like lickety split. I said, oh, I will. So I spent an hour or 2 on the Star Wars one, and so so by the time I got done with all that, I was like, oh man, I'm like, there's no time for a workout stream. I was planning to do a workout stream, so tomorrow before I edit, I'm gonna do some type of workout stream. So yeah, that's another thing that's been kind of bumming me. I hate it. I don't know who's doing it, but some troll, like, the worst he's called was 200 times. Oh, I'm sorry, 197 when I was doing a show right here. But the worst I think he's ever called, like, doing a live on my phone was probably yesterday when we did the first stream.
Have you had any tonight?
Nope. Not any tonight. I shut my phone off, so...
I wonder...
So
you turned the phone off?
I turned the phone off because sometimes I can't deal with it. So I bet you I'll turn on the phone and there'll either be none or there'll be a shitload. And whoever it is, he thinks it's funny to call because every time I do a live on my phone, unless that troll is working or unless he doesn't notice that I'm going live, sometimes I'm able to do a live without any interruptions. But
right.
Other times, every time he calls, it's just a interruption every single time with the internet. And I'm like, I can't even do a live without some idiot ruining it for me or Dave or the rest of the fans. And it's just so stupid.
Right.
It's so damn stupid.
I mean, with me and my dad, we found out a way to troll the trolls.
Well, see, if you troll the trolls, then it just gets even worse. So I try to ignore them as much as possible.
You don't want to start a troll battle.
I don't. I really don't want to start a troll battle.
That's the way to do is kind of ignore them.
But see, it's hard to ignore when some psychopath calls 197 times in a live.
Right.
You know,
because
and it interrupts the show. You know, and the only reason why I said something today is I thought that that joke was in poor taste, and I'm like, they don't even know Tina, whether it's a joke or not. Then I really did. Yeah, I'm like, just leave her alone. Like, and so then once I knew it was a joke, I'm like, listen, there's some jokes you say and some jokes you don't say. And I thought it was a little inappropriate, and then I just don't like when people make rumors about me, because again, that starts shit. Because what if someone believed that I gave Tina a dirty look when I really didn't? That would start some shit. What if someone believed? Dave? What if someone told you, "Oh yeah, Fierce had a very rude conversation with Tina"? I'm like, that never happened. Then you'd get pissed off,
Right.
You know. And I'm like, well, Dave's
one of the comments in the Discord said that you called me. It's like, no.
Again, that's another lie.
I got all over Discord.
Yeah.
I went in and started reading all the conversations.
That's another lie.
You ever went on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like,
well, and the reason why they would say that is because, oh, now Dave's here, so I bet Fierce said something to him. I never said anything to you. I was gonna call you tomorrow and say something, but I'm glad that you told them. They don't believe me a lot because I've lied in the past, and I'm trying not to lie. I'm trying to be 100% real with them.
Oh.
And
I set up alerts on the Discord to let me know when you guys are. Basically, if someone says something or tags me, it sends me an alert.
Yeah.
Same thing with the YouTube.
And I've only got so much patience, Dave. Like after so many rumors, I have to put my foot down and say, listen, this is real. This is what's not real. I get so sick and tired of it. I get sick of it. I'm like, the only reason why Walter said that, I know he was trying to be funny, but I'm like, it's not funny. It's not funny. Yeah. I'm like, why would I give someone...
Some of them are in poor taste.
Yeah, and that was in poor taste. I'm like...
There's a fine line.
But see, they never take anything seriously, and that's what I get pissed off about. I'm like, I'm a person, I have feelings, everything can't be a joke. And I wish they would take me a little bit more seriously. I don't mind joking around sometimes, but every single time I'm the butt of the joke, and I'm not going to fucking deal with it anymore. It's just, it drives me nuts. I'm like, we can be serious sometimes.
Beers was on the grassy knoll.
The what?
Beers was on the grassy knoll.
And I'm telling you, Dave, give it a day. They'll be talking about this for a month or two. And I'll have to put up with even more shit. It's ridiculous,
You were in Dallas, huh?
Apparently, yeah. Now I'm in Dallas. So they're still not taking it seriously. They think it's all one big fucking joke, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm just sick and tired of it. Like I don't mind joking around a little bit, but I'm like, I have feelings, I have thoughts. I'm not dense. I'm not an idiot, like Walter said. He'll deny that. I won't get an apology from him. If he was truly a man, he'd apologize to me. I just get sick and tired of it, So, but I'm glad we're cool though, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
Plus, by the way, that was a kick-ass shirt that you wore yesterday. You got that from Echo Base, right?
Yeah. And the Godzilla on the design.
Mm-hmm.
I got a closer look at it. That is actually the toy Godzilla from the Shogun Warriors.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I got a look at it. I was like, wait a second. That's the toy picture Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
So they took the toy picture and put it on the shirt as part of their design for the ad for their store.
Nice. What's up?
It's like, what better way to add their store than to put a toy?
Now, the last time I was in Echo Base was in a vlog when my buddy Eric came to visit me. I had to think back. And Eric found that place. Because he said, hey, Fierce, you want to go toy hunting while I'm in town? I was like, yeah, man, we can do that. Like, that's cool. I'm like, whenever a friend comes into town, I'm like, say, I did the same thing with Sega. I was like, Eric, I'm up for whatever you want to do. It's your vacation. You just tell me what you want to do, and we'll go do that. I only recommended two things whenever Sega came into town. I said, hey, Sega, we should totally go to this store because I know you'll like it. And then, hey, Sega, you've never been to a convention, so I'm like, I'm going to take you there, So I only like mentioned 2 things, but everything else, Sega was like, "Hey Fierce, can we do this? Hey Fierce, can we do that?" I'm like, "Sega, we can do whatever you want, buddy." So Eric actually found that place, and even though Echo Base is like Atomic Horror, it's an awesome store, but very little. Atomic Horror, it's only got, what, 2 rooms?
Technically, yeah.
Because there's a doorway that you go through whenever you sit on Elvira's couch.
Basically, the library and Elvira's shrine.
Yeah. But when you come in...
Jason area.
Yeah, when you come in, there's the storefront, and then off to the left is where you check out, and you buy all your stuff.
You come in, you've got Jason's forest.
Yeah.
You got the checkout, and they live.
Yeah.
You've got the library, Elvira's
and then
shrine.
And then on the right hand side, you've got that tiki bar.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because every time I come in,
it's something new.
It's something new that, well, I mean, the tiki bar is the same, but they set up a different video playing back, like the one that I filmed in real life. They had a volcano erupting in the rain, and they had a bunch of like fog and smoke, and the lady told me off camera. She goes, "Oh yeah," she goes, "there's 150 videos, and we just push a different one every day, and then when we go through all 150, we download more stuff for the tiki bar." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So even though it's small, I love that business, and I've shot a couple of vlogs there. And the owner is really cool. He's like, "Fears, you can film whatever the hell you want in there." So the owner's really cool. I've met the owners, and then the cashiers are always that girl, and then always that bald-headed guy that has a tattoo from like here. It goes up his shoulder, on his neck, and he's got some of the tattoo on his bald head. He's a cool guy, and they were like, "Go nuts, film whatever you want." I was like, "Sweet." So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. But I'm glad there's no hard feelings, man. And don't believe all those rumors. And Tina, you're totally fine. You know.
Oh yeah.
So, and I've got my own problems too. Like, I probably have more problems than Tina. I've got endless troll shit. I get anxiety sometimes. I have Crohn's. I'm OCD. Excuse me. So.
ACDC, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly, buddy. You know what I meant. And I get nervous. The times I have lied is when I got really nervous or embarrassed, and it was immature of me to lie. So now they don't believe anything I say unless I get mad. Then they know, that I'm fucking serious. So I've been trying to win back the fans and be open and honest about everything. And I was open and honest today. I did not like them making rumors about me because it gets fucking old. And then I keep it all tucked away, and I don't like it that they make me the butt of the joke every single time. So it just gets old sometimes. So probably some people will learn and cut me a break. Others, like Walter, I hate to say it, will just laugh it off. Because notice, he apologized to you, but he really should be apologized to me. Because it really hurt.
Actually,
he really... Hang on, Dave. Hang on. He really hurt my feelings. I'm not dense. I'm not an idiot. And...
It wasn't Walter. It was Larry.
No. Walter called me dense in the Discord. He did.
It wasn't Walter that apologized to me. It was Larry that apologized to me.
Oh, well, then there you go. Well, I don't understand. Wait, why did Larry apologize to you? Walter should be the one apologizing to you.
Larry had said something, and when I said, he's like, "I'm sorry."
Oh, okay. All right.
He direct message.
And again, I don't mind joking. It's too much sometimes. They're like, "Oh yeah, we can say whatever we want." No, you cannot. Because if I said it to them, hell on earth would happen, And there's no accountability.
We're like,
and I get sick of there's no accountability. I didn't say that, Fierce. I'd never say that, Fierce. I'm like, yes, you did. But every time I make a mistake, they're right on it, And I just get sick and tired of it. it's fucking bullshit. So I'm just like, leave me the hell alone. Quit making rumors about me. Quit trying to start shit. It's not that hard, you know? It really isn't.
Basically, you guys were doing damage control.
I mean, I was trying. I was trying. I don't know if anything I said today will help. Probably not. Because they think I'm one big fucking joke, apparently. You know? So it just gets old. And then they treat me like crap. And, oh, when's the next live? I'm like, give me a break. You know? Either you like me or you don't. If you don't like me, there's the door. But don't make rumors.
You gotta get some sleep in between these things.
Yeah, but don't make rumors up about me. And I'm like, I would never insult Dave's wife. I would never insult a friend. But
Yeah,
watch,
like
watch, Dave. Mark my words. Mark my words. Walter and everybody else will make me out to be the bad guy when I was just trying to stick up for my friends and trying to stick up for myself. That I won't put up with rumors because none of that shit they said about me was true. They'll laugh it off. It was a joke, Fears. Calm down. I'm like, I don't care. I'm sick of being the butt of the joke. And I guarantee you, it'll be even worse, or they won't respect my wishes. You know, it's just ridiculous. Anyway. I'll let you go, buddy, because it's like 1:37. I want to end my stream, but I just wanted to apologize. I'm glad that we're still cool, and I'm glad Tina understands, and I'm glad, and I wasn't trying to hurt her feelings, and I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings or yeah. So Tina, we're all good. You're a lovely person. You're a wonderful person, and I look forward to more hangouts with you, Tina, and James.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Also, I am sorry for not coming yesterday.
Oh, don't worry about it, James. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was completely wore out. I was completely tired.
Listen, I get it. I understand.
You've been warned. You've been warned.
Listen, James, I understand. Visions was just pointing out you were missing a fun time, and I agreed with him. But if you're tired, James, by all means, you got to get some sleep. You got to get some rest. And hey, I'm glad that your date went well.
Yeah, listen to the bottom.
James, I'm glad your date went well. Your dad told me a little bit about it. Not everything, but he gave me the highlights. And I hope the rest of your hangouts with Danielle go great. And I hope something comes of it, buddy.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to the whole dating thing.
Trust me, buddy. Until you find your special lady, every man is getting used to it, because I haven't had a date. Yeah. I haven't had a date in a year, and the last day I had, she was a fucking nightmare.
Oh, hey, I got one thing for you. On the seventh day, God told man, I will make a perfect woman for you and place her on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
A good woman will be found in every corner of the earth. Then he made the earth round.
There you go. That's a good joke, buddy. That was a good one. I like that. That was funny. That was a pun on a pun on a pun on a pun on a pun. That was good.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Dave, before I let you go, the thing is, I don't need a perfect woman. Like, I don't need a model. I don't need an Instagram model. It's just hard finding an actual good woman. Like, a lot on these dating sites, they're like, if you don't have a BMW and if you don't have $1 million, then fuck you, Fears. And I'm like, fuck you too. You know?
Exactly. And that's the thing that gets me is my niece, Connie.
Yeah.
Her and her boyfriend out of high school. 2 years after they got out of high school, they got married.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 years after that, they got divorced because she tried to change him. It's like, you two dated while in high school and were together for 2 years before you got married. And then why are you trying to change? What was wrong with him before if you...
Well, here's the thing. I don't mind... Well, here's the thing. I don't mind changing... I don't mind changing and growing. What I was trying to say, Dave, is every woman tries to like... Or maybe not every woman. These women on the dating sites, they try to find their perfect woman. And I'm like, hello, no one's perfect. Everyone's got flaws, right? And
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
so I'm like, either you
Before
like,
expectation.
I'm like, either you like me for who I am, and I'm not really asking for much. Like, would it be cool to have a supermodel wife? Yeah, it'd be cool, but it's not necessary. I'm like, and then sometimes trolls, they act like these women, and then I'm like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to find a nice girl. Like, I'll be honest, like, I'm not even really that picky. I'm like, I would just like a woman that is the same religion as me, if that's available. I wouldn't mind dating a woman that had a kid, because I'm getting older. It has nothing to do with that. I would just like a woman that's smart. She knows where she's going in life. I look for both. She has a personality, and she's a little cute, and then she's the same religion as me, and we get along, and I like to make people laugh. I like to laugh, so it'd be cool if she was like a little funny, and it'd be cool if she was into, if we had similar interests. I don't think that's asking for much, and apparently the good Lord is making me wait ages for that woman, and I'm like, where is she? And I've been looking. I've been looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. And then when I finally asked a girl out a year ago, she was a straight up, I hate to call women bitches, but she was a straight up bitch, Dave. She was so
competitive one.
She was so damn selfish. She didn't thank me for, I was a total gentleman. I bought the bowling, I bought dinner, not one thank you. Then she was so competitive, so the trolls made fun of me about that, and I'm like, I'm a good bowler, but I'm not like a professional bowler. I'm like, I just wanted to bowl and do something fun to get to know her, and the woman was so damn competitive. She was like, you're an idiot, you're a fucking loser, I won. And I'm like, I was totally like flabbergasted. And then she's like, buy me another drink. And I'm like, why? She's like, don't question me. So I ended the date pretty quickly. And then she had the nerve to call me a day later. That was so much fun. We should totally go on a second date. And I was like, I'm good. And I said it as nicely as... Yeah, there was so many red flags. So, anyway. Mm-hmm. And she's like... And then she acted like a totally different person. Like, she acted like a totally different person, like, on her dating app. So, she, like, on her dating app, she straight up lied. She said, I love movies. And I went, oh, great. I'm like, that's something we have in common. I'm like, I love movies, too. So, when I asked her, we're bowling. So, I said, what's your favorite movie? You said you love movies. She's like, I don't love movies. And I was like, you don't? And she goes, no, I don't. I said, well, then, forgive me, but why did you say that on your profile? She goes, oh, you took me too literally. And I was like, what does that mean? And she said, I just like movies occasionally. And I said, okay. I said, well, do you have a favorite? She's like, no, not really. And then in my mind, I'm like, that's a red flag. She straight up lied to me. And then she literally said, you look better in your photos than real life. So I'm like, oh, so she straight up thinks I'm ugly, right to my face. So it was a disaster. It was probably it wasn't the worst date I ever had, but it was one of the worst dates I had. And I didn't say it to her face, but in my mind, I'm like, after 5 years, this is the first date I go on. I'm like, this fucking sucks. So
I actually had a coworker at Universal. He wasn't the best looking guy, but talk about nitpicking he was on these dating sites and he would nitpick every flaw these girls had. I'm like,
oh really?
Dude.
Oh
like,
wow.
No, so effing picky.
No, like, I'm not picky. Like I just look for the normal.
You're looking for someone that is compatible with you.
Yeah, like I'm looking for both. Like I'm compatible with her and she's compatible with me. So, like I'm not asking for much. Yeah, like I want a real connection. A lot of these girls on these dating apps, they just want like flings and stuff, and I'm like, listen, I did all that crap when I'm younger. I'm like, I want an actual relationship. I don't think I'm asking for much, and I don't understand why. Whatever you believe, God, whatever. I don't know why he's making me wait this long, because My brother's been married for quite a long time, and he just had his first son, and I'm not jealous. I'm totally happy for him. And I hope him and his wife and his son, I hope they have a blessed life. I can't wait to meet Shelton, and I told the fans, it's kind of sad. I'm like, if I don't hurry up and get married soon, Shelton is like probably the closest thing I'll have to being a dad, being an uncle is kind of like a second dad, because all of my mom's brothers have been nothing but nice to me, and then my uncle Steve on my dad's side, he's been like a second dad. So I've had a lot of cool father figures in my life. My grandpa Fears was great, so my dad was my father, and he was great. So yeah, I don't know. I get kind of lonely sometimes, and
I was 40 when we had James.
There you go.
Dina was 31.
And see, I'm running out of time because you can only have children at a certain time.
Actually,
have
children all the way up until 90.
Yeah, the guys can have children.
Women.
It's just women have a certain window. Yeah, that's what I meant. Women have a certain window, and I don't want to be getting married like when I'm 80 or whatever, And the fans are like, well, you can always adopt Fears. I would not mind doing that, but I would rather have a son or a daughter or both or whatever from me and my lady, whoever that future lady is. So, and see, they don't understand, Dave. They only see what's on the screen. Like, they don't understand about all the shit that goes behind the scenes. And then when they make rumors and all that bullshit in the Discord, it's just so much shit I have to deal with. And mark my words, tomorrow and for a couple weeks, they'll be trash talking me for weeks on end. Fears is horrible. I'm the worst ever. I hope Fears dies. All this other crazy bullshit. And they won't take me an ounce seriously. And it gets old. I'm like, I'm a person. I have feelings. I don't have to be the butt of the joke for every single thing. It's just too much sometimes. Maybe they will after this. Probably not, but maybe.
There's an old saying that goes back among several different religions, including Native American, Wiccan, and even Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
Never wish evil on anyone, because it comes back on you threefold.
And see, I've done that before. That's what
happens with the trolls.
Yeah, well, I try not to.
The trolls wish evil on you. It's going to come back on them. It's like, the whole saying, karma's going to get you if you don't want
Well,
that.
I'll be honest. I have wished evil on some people. Like Quentin, I will never forgive. He is the most evilest piece of shit alive. And I'm to blame. Hang on. So I'm one to blame too, but I haven't done it on many people. But I'd say the 3 people that I don't care if they live or die is Yakov, Quentin, and apparently I can't say the idiot's name because he'll sue me. He has nothing to sue me on. A guy in New Zealand took it too far, and he said, if you ever mention my name again, I'll sue you. I'm like, sue me for what? Ooh, I mentioned your name. So I don't believe a single word that idiot says. But those 3 people, Dave, I could care less if they lived or died. I could care less, and I'll never forgive them, ever. Because they've caused so much damage.
I used to have a landlady that if you pissed her off really, really bad, she always said, I give you to God, you are in deep trouble.
Oh, she was that bad? See, I'm not that bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not that bad.
Like she had his ear because she give you to God. Oh, you in world of hurt.
See, I'm not that bad. I let it all just bubble up and I keep it all inside. And then when I can't take it anymore, then I'm like, look, here's the deal. And then, yeah. But I'm not mad tonight. I would say I'm just frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
But those things are what set me off. Those things are what set me off. And I swear, I'm not even mad. I'm just frustrated because I honestly thought they were making fun of Tina. I'm like, why? Tina's the most sweetest lady ever. And then I just get so... She is. She's very nice. She's one of the sweetest ladies I've ever met. And I'm glad that you guys have found each other, and I'm glad you guys are doing great. I just didn't like the rumors. I'm like, never once did I, talk bad about her. Never once did we have a private conversation and say, hey, leave me the hell alone. Never did that. Never gave her a bad look. And I thought it was in poor taste. And Walter pissed me off. It was already done, said, over with. And then he had to come back and start some shit. He'll deny it, but read the Discord. Read the Discord.
Oh, I did.
Or he'll be a little baby and he'll delete all of his message and then he'll blame me. You know.
I actually did read all the Discord, and I've had my phone while I've got the YouTube up on my TV and my computer, so I could read the messages of the YouTube while reading the Discord on my phone.
Well, there you go.
So I've been multitasking.
There you go, buddy. But anyway,
to keep track of what's going on.
I appreciate you understanding, but I would never. I mean, you being a new friend, I would never insult you or your family, especially not your wife. I just get sick and tired of rumors. I'm like, I never once did that. Never did that. This is what's real. I never did this, and it's too much sometimes. And they get a kick out of it. Watch, Dave. I will bet you every amount of money for weeks on end they'll be talking about tonight, guaranteed. They won't let it drop. They won't. They'll keep at it.
You never know.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know. Trust me. Because they like to cause drama. They like to cause bullshit. You know. It was already over, and then Walter had to start it again. So he must be delusional if he thinks, unless I get an apology, I'll mark out me and Sega's autograph, and I'll send this to somebody else, somebody that will actually appreciate it. You know. So yeah. So
everyone wants to know if that's the real Wonka bar behind you.
Who?
Leonard, does that Wonka bar have a golden ticket in it?
Oh, no.
No.
Walter, Lantern, I bought this. Well, Lantern should know. I bought this at a con. There's a guy that sells replica props, Dave, and he was at the Tampa Toy Con, and he's the you know when I did the live where I showed everybody the little vials of the T-virus from Resident Evil. The same guy that I bought this from is the same guy that I bought the little T-virus from. And he doesn't go to every single con. He does about 4 or 5 of Dave's shows a year. And I love when he comes because I'm like, dude, you know me, I love props. And he's like, yeah, Fierce, I do some of Jeff's, and then I do some bigger cons, and I travel outside the country and take my replica props outside the country and get more money there. Then I do some in California. Then I do... So he's all over the place. And I asked the guy, I said, how many shows do you do a year? And he said, Dave, he said last year he did 90 shows. And he said, this year, Fears, I've already done 20. And I've got 60 more booked. All the way up until Christmas. And I was like, damn, that's a lot. So then I looked at...
They used to actually make Wonka bars.
Yeah, so I looked at him at Jeff's show and said, well, now I know why you only do 4 or 5 of Jeff's shows a year. And I was like, wow. I'm like, that's a lot. I'm like, 90 shows last year, over 60 this year. I'm like, damn, that's nuts. So yeah, but yeah, I hope something changed because I can't live like this anymore. You know, I mean, I've had enough. I don't mind joking around, but not every single joke has to be about me. And then I just can't stand the rumors anymore. It's just too much. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone, you know. And I'm like, seriously, like, go joke with Lantern for a little bit. Go joke with Sega, you know. It's too much. Again, I know how to take a joke, but not every joke has to be about me. I'm just so fucking tired of it, you know. It's just bullshit. Anyway, I'll let you go, though, buddy, because I need to finish this, because it's already 1:55, and I got work tonight, so I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to call it a day.
Yep.
But I appreciate you coming on, Dave. And like I said, I'll tell you the same thing that I told Larry sometime this week. Because I definitely want to do a panel with all the guys. Either this week or next week. I don't know. It depends on how busy the schedule is. So either this week or next week, I'll probably host, and I'll probably do the karaoke or something, and or somebody else can do it. I don't care which person, and we'll do a karaoke because that was fun. That was fun doing it on Lantern's channel, and it just was happenstance, you know. Like I asked the twin Like, yo, have you like he was because he was quick with it, and it was a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he was super quick. So yeah. I hope Lantern was joking. Lantern says his twin is this guy at Mars. Mars trolled me a lot. If it is in fact him, I'll get another DJ, or I'll DJ, because I don't like Mars because he's trolled me for a while. I hope that's not his twin, because Lantern said it was. So, I don't know. But anyway. But thanks for coming on, man. So it'll be like either this week or next week. All right, buddy?
Yep, no problem.
All right. Well, you and your family have a lovely night. All right, man?
Yep. Peace out.
All right, later. Peace out, man.
Word.
Yep. Well, I'm glad that Dave understood. I really am, because now you guys know. Now you guys know what I go through. It's insane. Oh, that's an understatement, Tina. Too much drama. Without a doubt. All right. Well, let's finish this up. Let's finish it up. But I'm glad that I got to talk to you, Tina, and James, and Dave, and really explain the situation, because I knew if I didn't, I knew it was going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But anyway. All right, next. I really hope tomorrow is a lot better, because I can't take much more of this shit. Good Lord. It's not worth it. All right, The Faculty. I actually really enjoyed this movie. It was, when was it made? 1998. So right before I went into high school. So that's actually older than I thought. I thought it was made like after I went to high school, but anyway. It's a solid 90s movie. The Faculty, I'm going to write down, it kind of reminded me of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Kind of. So, kind of reminiscent of that. Kind of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Which I've seen the remake of it, Visions, because you told me about it, but I want to see the old 1950s one. But the one with, what the hell is that guy's name? He played the stoner teacher in Animal House. Donald, what the hell was, I can't remember what his name was, Visions, but, and then Jeff Goldblum's in that, a very young Jeff Goldblum. That remake is fucking fantastic. So if you guys haven't checked out the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, amazing. So if the remake is that good, I can't wait to see the old 1950s one, because damn, what a good movie. So kind of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It has a great cast, so great cast. Awesome sci-fi movie. And part of it is a comedy, because parts of it is funny. So I would say, there's, I don't know if there's adventure in it, but there's action. So I would say it's a action sci-fi movie with comedic aspects to it. With comedy aspects. Because parts of it are real funny. Sutherland, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dave. It reminded me a lot of that. And then it takes place in Ohio, but they actually shot it in Texas. I don't remember where in Texas, because I watched all the bonus features. What's great about Blu-ray and 4K, when DVD came out, right when DVD came out, they put a shitload of bonus features. After they invented 4K and Blu-ray, they stopped putting, they would only put like maybe the commentary on a DVD. But now on these Blu-rays and these 4Ks, and they're bringing back all the old ones, they just fill it to the brim with a shitload of like bonus features, which I love. I like how movies are made, how they're shot, everything about them. That's why I'm so obsessed with movies, because I enjoy how they wrote it, how they directed, what actors, how they shot it, the ins and outs, all of it. So yeah. So I'm gonna give it a. It was a solid watch. It's not a perfect sci-fi. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It was pretty good. It's almost a perfect movie, but I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10. I do recommend it. There's so many good scenes in it, but if I had to pick just two, let's see here. Probably when the main character is he's a photojournalist for the school paper. His name's Casey. He's kind of a nerd, and it's two scenes put together. Basically, he's having lunch on the football field, and he's just walking around, and he finds one of the tiny little creatures, and basically they're about that tall and about that wide. And what they do is they crawl into your head and into your body through the ear, or they can be transmitted through the mouth, because they do it both ways in the movie. And he grabs it, and then the coach has already been taken over. And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just having my lunch, sir." And he's like, "Get off the field." And then they go into the science class, and before the science teacher is taken over, he's like, "I think I found a new species." And he's like, "Well, let's take a look." They put it in water, which reanimates the little tiny alien, and all these red tentacles come out of it. And he goes, "I want to feel it." And so he feels it, and then the little alien bites, nicks his finger, and says, "Oh, I'm going to send this off to the university." But that's what that scene gets everybody's kind of like blood pumping and like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what is this? You know? So that's a good scene. So I would say the science class scene is probably, that's my second favorite scene. So the science classroom scene. And then probably my favorite scene is when Casey finally takes down the mother monster. Like, they're like all the ones that crawl in through the ear and mouth, they're kind of like the little baby aliens. But then there's a big twist at the end. I don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but the way Casey finds out who the mother alien is and how he kills the mother alien, that was pretty good. That's probably my favorite scene. So, killing the mother alien. Let's see, what else? What have I got so far? Faculty, 9 out of 10. Kind of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Great cast, awesome movie. Action, sci-fi, movie with comedic aspects. I do recommend it. I just did my two favorite scenes. Probably the best death in the whole... Not many people die, but some people die. I'd say the way they kill the principal, and then the alien takes over the principal's body and kind of like brings her back to life, but the principal's actually dead. They shove a pencil through her hand, and then this kind of like old, kind of fat teacher has already been taken over, and she stabs her in the chest with a couple of times with a scissors. Then they bring her back to life, and then at the end, they re-kill her. Zeke shoots her in the head with a gun, and then she's just laying down. They think, "Oh God, we made a mistake because all this blood is pouring out of her." She stands up, and finally they kill her one more time, where they throw all this powder in her face, and the powder is basically what kills the aliens. And it's like Zeke makes all these drugs, and whatever's in the drugs like kills them all. So I'd say the principal death is because it's so she actually gets killed a couple of times. So best kill is the principal. So yeah, totally check it out. It's worth the watch. It's definitely worth the watch. It's pretty good. So yeah. Well, I don't have time to watch anything tonight because it's 2 in the morning and I have to be at work at 4:30. So I'll watch something tomorrow. So my 2 watches that I'll watch tomorrow, I will watch. I'll watch Grizzly, and then I'm gonna watch. I've made triple wait long enough. I'll probably watch this. So these will be my next 2 watches, and I'll review them tomorrow. And then probably after those, then I'll probably watch Blade Runner and Grizzly 2, because I didn't know there was a Grizzly 2 until I started looking for this. So yeah. So that'll be the next few watches. Let's see. And let's see. I reviewed the 2 movies. Oh, I'm gonna end with the top 10 episodes out of Buck Rogers, and then I think we should end it because I've said enough tonight. And again, I wasn't mad. I'm just frustrated, and I wasn't trying to go on and on and on. But I will not put up with people making rumors about me. And if Dave or Tina would have believed them, I probably would have lost a friend. I'm not kidding. But thank God they understand about trolls, and they understand about it's just too much. Something, I'm begging you guys, something has to change. People are driving me absolutely insane out of my mind. Like, I'm not evil. I'm not a bad guy. Am I flawed? Yes, but everyone's flawed. Everyone's not perfect. But I will not put up with people saying rumors when I didn't say that. I didn't do that. And I will not be the butt of the joke every single time. I don't mind joking around sometimes, but every single time, I don't have to be the butt of the joke because it's so damn ridiculous. It hurts. Nobody takes me seriously. It's like my life is one big goddamn joke, and it's not. And I really hope something changes. It probably won't, because some people don't have any respect for what I'm trying to do on YouTube and my content or whatever. So I hope something changes, though, because I can't take much more of this crap, you know. And I didn't really appreciate Walter calling me dense and an idiot, and he called me a moron. He's gonna lie and say he didn't. I'm a sweet little golden angel, just like always, like how everyone, you know, they think they can do and say whatever the hell they want and get away with it. And this time I was like, all right, I've had enough. He's not getting away with it. Hell will freeze over before I send him this book. And so unless he apologizes, I swear to Holy Christ, I'm going to mark out his autograph. I'll just take a black marker and wipe all this off, and I'll give it to somebody else that'll appreciate it, because he's not going to treat me like that and then he expects me to send him a gift. It's not going to happen. So, yeah. So, but he won't swallow his pride. He won't apologize. So it is what it is. Or it'll be a long time before he apologizes, because he'll go through the usual bullshit. I didn't do anything, Fierce. Yes, you did. So it is what it is. All right, let's end with this. All right. So season 2 has 11 episodes. So I have to pick my top 10. So here we go. So top 10 episodes of Buck Rogers. And that's another TV show. Even though it had only 2 seasons, 2 great seasons. It only got canceled because it was such an expensive show. And back then, it started in the 70s and then it ended in the 80s. They didn't have enough money to keep the special effects with all the laser blasts and all the spaceships flying through, you know, space and all that. So it was a very expensive TV show, and they just couldn't keep up with the budget, and they had to cancel it after 2 years. Unfortunate, because the 2 seasons I did make was absolutely fantastic. So I would also recommend Buck Rogers season 1 and 2. So top 10 episodes of Buck Rogers season 2. All right, here we go. So let's see here. I'd say my favorite, I'll put it right at the top of the list, Testimony of a Traitor, is without a doubt probably my favorite episode of season 2. So Testimony of a Traitor. Number 2, Time of the Hawk is good. The Guardians. The Golden Man. The Crystals. Let's see here. The Hand of Gordel was pretty good. The Dorman Secret. Mark of Sharan. Hopefully I said that right. So Sharan. I'm just going to abbreviate it. And then Journey to Oasis is pretty good. So Oasis. And then I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Satyr. So I'm going to put that one down as my final one. All right. There we are. So yes, I highly recommend season 1 and season 2. I appreciate that. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And also, I would, Jeff wanted me to talk about the next show. So if you want to check out my friend Jeff's channel, check out Florida Toy Shows and Expos on Instagram and on YouTube and his Facebook. And go to their website for all the details, and you can get the details of his shows on his Facebook too. So the next 2 shows are in July. July 20th is the Springs Collectors Fest. July 27th. Oh, I'm sorry. They're past. Excuse me. I'm getting tired. The next 2 shows is August 23rd and 24th. It's a 2-day con, the Central Florida Collectors one. I'm going to miss that one because that's probably when I'll go visit my mom around the 24th or even before then because I need a break. I need to get the fuck out of here, especially after tonight. And then the next one after that is another 2-day con. It's September 6th and September 7th. The 6th and the 7th of September, the Fort Myers Collectors Fest. And then there's another one in September, the Branton Collectors Fest. And the 28th is the Jacksonville Collector Fest. I probably won't go to the Jackson one because that's 3 hours there and 3 hours back. But I'll probably go to the Fort Myers ones. And then October 4th is the Kissimmee Collectors Fest. I always go to that one. That's one of my favorites. That one's a lot of fun. And October 5th, I'm going to try to drive down to the Daytona area Collectors Fest because I've never been to that one. And Randall lives in, He lives around Daytona, not in Daytona. So yeah. Well, that about sums it up for tonight. I'm sure the trolls had a nice laugh about tonight, but I'm serious. I had to say something. And instead of getting mad, I didn't get mad. I just got frustrated, but I had to tell you guys the truth. I've been sitting on this for a while. No more rumors, please, I'm begging you. And I can't be the butt of the joke always. I'm sick and tired of it. I can't take much more. I don't mind joking around sometimes, but something has to change. Sometimes it's other people's faults. I'm not always the bad guy. Hardly ever am I the bad guy, but they make it seem like I'm the bad guy. And all I was trying to do was stick up for my friends, and I was trying to say, that's not true. I never did that. I never did that. Because if people start to believe that shit, rumors cause trouble, no matter what people are going to say about it. So anyway, I hope tomorrow's a lot better. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to take off. But anyway, hopefully tomorrow will be a much better day. But something has to change. I hope. Most likely it won't, because they're disrespectful and they don't give a shit about me or my feelings or whatever. They're just like, they're going to keep their bullshit up. But I'm hoping. I always try to remain positive in situations like this. But anyway, I'm going to go because I haven't had any dinner. Now it'll be breakfast because I skipped dinner and just had those carrots as a snack. So I'm going to take off. But for the loving and loyal fans, I hope you enjoyed some of tonight's podcast, because some of it was not good. Some of it was. Anyway, I'm going to take off. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Dave Phillips. Let's get him to 50 subs. He's so close. He's got 36. Give James Phillips a sub. Get his subs up. Subscribe to Mr. Lantern. Does a show every Thursday night, every Friday night. Lantern, Larry, Visions, all the rest of the guys. I will be doing a panel of all the guys either this week or next week, just depending on my schedule. I really want to get the Sega stuff up just absolutely as soon as possible. And the convention that I just went to, I want to get that up as soon as possible. So I'm going to be busy. So yeah. But we'll figure it out. Subscribe to my friend Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube and the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Lord Fears Man 26 is the main channel, and Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. And last but certainly not least, follow Fangirl Kate on YouTube. And this is Fears signing off. Peace, deuces. I'll see you guys later, and have a